Introduce me right before Steve. Oh my god.
All right, bet. Here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Sports Gaming Anonymous podcast. I'm your unofficial host, Flash, aka Ree, aka Flash Extreme. And with me tonight, we are back in full force.
We got the crew back.
Squad back has assembled. My partner in crime here, Dash, is joining us on the podcast. What's up?
You're
my man. And of course, as usual, as every week, without fail, is the best producer in the business, Dre Dubs.
What up? What up?
My man. And the fastest man you've never heard of, Sladro. He's here. He's present.
Wait. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
He didn't know his camera wasn't on.
I know.
He did it, but that's okay. This is what we do around here. Or maybe he did know, man. And it was a big reveal because there he is. Bam!
There you go. We here.
Laker Nation in the building. Much appreciated. We love it. We're here for it. We're here for the energy. And of course,
no, we're here for Kobe. We're not here for Laker Nation.
I mean, fine. It's the same thing almost.
Here for Anthony Davis in the
fresh
Lakers.
off the AD 3.
And of course, back again to the podcast. My man, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, C1.
This was not the way I wanted to come back.
Wait. Just slow down. Relax. Slow down.
Yo.
I know I hate to start another podcast off like this, but we have to give another rest in peace to the fucking Falcons season because that shit is dead. It's over.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so
we coming in hot.
All right, so now that we got that out the way, I just kind of want to bring up a scenario to y'all. We're just going to put us a hypothetical situation, right?
Okay, that's about 20.
So let's say you meet this girl, right? And
I love how this is starting.
y'all start hanging out, y'all get cool. You like her, she like you. Y'all go out a few times, shit cool. Then one day y'all go out on a date.
You find out she's
And she says, hey, you want to come back to my place? And you highly interested, so you pull up with her. You go inside, she cut on the lights. Nah, I don't know about all that. But you cut on the lights, but you go, yo, let me go take a whiz real quick, and then we can sit down and maybe watch some TV or something. So you go in the bathroom, you turn on the lights in the bathroom, and you see the roaches scattered.
Red flag.
Right? Yeah. But you go, well, she kind of bad, so let me go ahead and smash. I'll keep my clothes off the ground. And
roaches is a complete
this is a hypothetical situation.
I love that.
Hear me out. So now, you leave and you don't call her because you like, ugh. And she called you a few days later, like, hey, yo, what's going on? And you like, man,
herpes.
You had your little problem at the crib. I think you need to take care of it. She's like, oh, man, I had a relative over and, they was messing stuff up. But, I laid some traps down. I sprayed around. It's all good. You're like, all right, cool.
Let him rock. I love this.
Let me give her another shot. Then you go over there again. Same thing in the bathroom. Only now you see it in the kitchen, too. So now you're like, all right, I can't even. So she texts you like, my bad, I thought I had it licked and, it's a hard problem to get rid of. Come on through. I gotta work that out this time.
Don't be dirty.
So now you go back again.
Now you done messed up.
So now you walk in the house.
Winning from round 3 must be good.
You already know what you finna see.
Wow.
And I just wanted to open up and I asked myself, I said, where is the problem here? And the problem is you keep going back. And I say this to say, as a Falcons fan,
glutton for punishment.
When I think of the owner Arthur Blank, and I think of the head coach Dan Quinn,
and you
I think of somebody
Matt
who is
Ryan.
consistently showing you that they cannot do something that they only set up for one scenario to play out during games, during big games that matter. So I don't say the problem is shorty with the roaches. I say the problem is I keep going back. And I have the same thing to say to Falcons owner Arthur Blank is you keep going back. And this team namely, the organization itself as a whole has made themselves quite adept at selling their fans on the fact that they're a quality football team on the rise and they're upper tier team. And then they get on the field and you see the same thing over and over again. You see flashes of brilliant talent guided by incompetent coaching.
This is the foundation of a breakup.
Incompetent receiver.
That's right. When you see somebody, when you see a team sign a $6 million,
That's what
when
I
you
was
see a
gonna
team in the offseason go and sign a $6 million
say.
running
You're not
back,
going back?
a $6 million running back with the most touchdowns in the league in the last 4 years. A running back who had more touchdowns than had more rush touchdowns than your entire franchise had last season.
I mean,
when you add on a $15 million pass rusher onto the team,
Who was that?
and you stack up all of this talent on the team, and then you can't do things like rush the passer when they're trying to come back from a lead and they're only passing the ball. When you can't do simple things on the field, you've got to tell yourself, like, all right, well, it's time to go ahead and make some changes. And if you analyze the changes and you see what the issue is, and you still go back to that girl's crib, it's on you.
So isn't this you in the situation of still going back to being a Falcons fan, though, instead of Arthur Blank?
Hey, bro.
It could be that, but it's not.
Get you a goat. Get you a real goat.
And the point that I was getting to, and the point that I wanted to get to open up the discussion is, if you guys are in my shoes, I've been a diehard Falcons fan for 20 years, man.
Has it been that long, you sure?
That's a terrible ass 20 years.
If you're in my shoes, just as a fan, I think you guys can speak objectively on this. Of course, with the exception of Slay Joe probably because he's a Saints fan. But objectively, when you look at what's going on, how do you feel as a fan is the solution to what's going on with this team?
I can start off by saying, and I think I can speak to Dre or for Dre here. Me personally, those after that Chip Kelly, the first year after Chip Kelly, the next two that he had, like I deadass just didn't watch the football game. Like that entire year, I think after maybe the first maybe 2 games, I just didn't watch. There was nothing there that I could support, and then we ended up finished 3-13. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, it was just nothing that I genuinely could invest in to see when everybody gone is black and you still got Riley Cooper out there as your number 1 receiver.
Terrible.
Like, how can I get behind that as a fan? I can't, so I'm just not going to watch.
And the other thing,
as tough as that was, but
yeah. And the other thing, as Eagles fans, what we do, we're kind of unified in who the blame goes to. So all over social media, all through the media outlets and everything, like for us, it was Chip Kelly. Like, we gotta get Chip Kelly out there. We gotta get Chip Kelly out there. Right now, with everything going on with us, the blame's just going back and forth between Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. But it's between the two of them. You all as Falcons fans, y'all can't come together to even know who to put the blame on. Like, you're one of the few that I even, hear bring up Arthur Blank. But some say Arthur Blank, mainly you. Some say Dan Quinn. A lot say Matt Ryan. There are a few people that say, what is Julio even doing on the team? Because he comes up small in big situations. Some people just blame it all on the defense. Like, y'all can't even be unified in what the problem is. So if you can't be unified in what the problem is, you don't even know what to change. Because it's just hard to blow up the entire team.
Yeah,
and try and start fresh.
Especially when it has that much talent, because y'all do have talent.
Right. Like, you can't go the route of what the Jags just did. Of,
Speaking of blowing up teams,
getting rid of everybody. Because it was easy for the Jags to do that, but it's not easy for y'all to do that.
As a Jaguars fan, let me start over. As a day one Jaguars fan, so you're talking about 20 years. I'm talking about, well, that's probably something close to that, because 95 was the first season, so whatever the math is on that.
I think it was 16 with the Eagles.
We've gone through many
25 years
blow up, right? So the Jags came in however they came in, and then there was a great time period under Coughlin with Brunell and Fred Taylor and Jimmy Smith and Keenan McCardell and Tony Brackens, and And then there was a lull, and a long one. And David Garrard was good because Byron Leftwich was there, and we got to the playoffs, and that was 2008. And then there was a period of like extraneous just shit show, right? The Blaine Gabberts and the Blake Bortleses and you get to the AFC Championship. We've been to a few, and then that 2017 was talking about the best defense in the league, arguably, and I would say very few arguments. And then it gets blown up. Now we're in. I don't even know what to call what we're doing, and when we talk about these different teams and we're talking about point and blame, we don't ever really know who to blame. I mean, most recently, probably Tom Coughlin for doing whatever, however you went about it. Honestly, I could blame whoever the start of this most recent blow up. This started from the second half of the Patriots game in the AFC Championship, when it's like, okay, we're shutting them down, and you have the best cornerback duo in the league, not arguably, in Ramsey and Boye. And you go to zone when they have no true number one wide receiver in the game. Gronk was knocked out of the game. Edelman had already been hurt from weeks before. He wasn't playing. So you tell me we go to zone, why? You go to zone against Brady when you know he's the king of making adjustments and
ripping apart a zone.
And ripping zones to shreds. That's what you do against him. You have an elite pass rush and the best secondary in football, and you go to zone against the Patriots. So it was from that moment that your best player, Ramsey, jumps off ship. So from starting to point blame, is it the defensive coordinator? Whoever it is, whoever's decision it was from that point, that's where the crumbling started, because it was from there, and then they just clean house, and now we're in tank mode. I think, I'm not even sure, because we win the first game, and apparently Gardner Minshew decides he wants to win games now. So I don't know. I don't even know what we're doing anymore.
Some bread.
No, Gardner Minshew trying to make sure they don't draft Lawrence.
No, and I need him to stop doing that, because we almost won today. I'm gonna need him
on a comeback at that.
3-1. I think y'all got the Bengals and the Dolphins next. Good luck.
Oh yeah, good luck.
This is not good. This is
But
not
the good thing in their favor. The Bengals and the Dolphins don't need quarterbacks, so it's okay if they finish ahead of them.
I had a conversation with a dude I work with, at my job, who actually happens to be a Jaguars fan, which is weird. He likes Florida teams, so. But if you told me Gardner Minshew's career 10 years from now, if 10 years from now me was like, listen, Gardner Minshew is going to be Mark Brunell, I'd be like, okay, I'll fine with that. Then let's win it. Let's let this season play out however it's going to play out, and let's draft whatever we need to draft, whether it be offensive linemen or more guys on defense, whatever the case may be, because we got picks. If anything, we got draft picks and we got money to spend. I mean, like I said, we mentioned this before. Cap space, may be a myth, but we're so far under that we can go so far over and still have money to spend. So we got cap space and we got picks, and apparently CJ Henderson is good. So, who knows where we go from here? But if Gardner Minshew is going to be Mark Brunell, I'm fine with that, because Mark Brunell is to date still the best quarterback in the history of Jacksonville, unquestionably, in fact. So I don't need. And as far as blame goes, I don't even know at this point. For us, it would be probably who do you point the finger at? Still Coughlin, Doug Marrone, perhaps, maybe he's all right, I guess. But for us, it's just a systematic problem of making bad decisions. And then, I mean, the previous regiment drafted terribly before, the current regime got there and started making good draft choices. But the problem is the current regime was like, okay, we made good draft picks, the Miles Jacks, the Fournettes, the Ramseys, the Telvin Smiths when his draft was like, they made good draft picks. And then it was just like, okay, just let those guys go or trade them. What?
Well, to Telvin Smith's defense, he did just retire.
Yeah, but Yeah, Telvin Smith is a different case, but all those other guys that you drafted, like I said, the Ngakwe's, the Miles Jacks. Miles Jack is the only guy left from this. But they went out and got signed Boye and drafted Ramsey and drafted Fournette and just traded or cut all of those guys. Just like
so, how did you handle those down years?
I don't think he still has.
And by down years, I'm sure you're referring to the
like
time
the bulk
period
of the fanhood
between 2007 or 2008 and 2017. Those 10 years was just I buried myself in fantasy football.
I was literally about to say that. I was literally about to say just that because
Buried.
that's all you did.
That or a video game that we won't mention by name that you can at least do stuff on your own.
Facts. But I buried
You
myself.
keep lying to yourself every year.
Yeah, buried myself in
what I do.
fantasy football.
But then you just be a Cowboys fan.
Yikes.
Or Carson Wentz fan.
Yikes.
See?
Oh my
I've
goodness.
already bashed him. It's all good.
See, you got ahead of that.
I told Dre he got 3 more weeks to,
Woo!
and
When you
then
give it 3. That man was
give him
booed
3.
today in an empty
the only
stadium.
reason I'm giving him 3 is because we play some not that great teams coming up.
So
Yeah,
I didn't hear what you thought about it.
Football team. Who, me?
Yeah.
About the Falcons?
Yo, what does a fan do in this moment?
A fan?
Like,
Find something else to focus on.
Basically,
That's my
you
last take.
before the Drew Brees Super Bowl, before the Super Bowl, what all that was like before that Super Bowl came.
Really, before Sean Payton.
Yeah, before Sean
Madden was
Payton.
during those times, so I was chilling. But you got to lie to yourself. I can convince myself every year we win in the Super Bowl, and I just do that. That's all that happens. And by week 6, I'm like, damn, start checking out the draft boards. That's all it is. That's all it is. But honestly, with the Falcons doing, I think they shouldn't change anything. They should keep it up. Exactly what they're doing. Do that shit. I love it.
I bet you do.
I love it. I think Arthur Blank is the best owner in football. I mean, the best owner in sports. Dan Quinn is the best coach in the NFL. I think they should keep him.
This guy.
Lifetime contracts for everybody.
Hey, I mean, no matter what happens with the Saints against
But
the
who got better
Raiders,
hands?
they got
Nelson
first place in
Aguilar
the
or Julio?
division.
Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar.
Don't even play with that one.
Yikes.
Don't even.
I just wonder.
Yikes.
Hey, but he
And-
did honor. But look, I respect Julio because he honored Kobe and Gigi tonight. 2 catches for 24 yards. Respect.
Oh my God.
Respect.
Damn.
Yikes.
Yo, so do you know who he had more yards than today? I'll give you one guess.
Matt Ryan.
I'll give you one guess. I'll give you a hint. He complains a lot on Twitter.
Well, that's a lot of players.
Every player in the NFL?
He ain't gonna do that one.
Look, but for me, to further answer your question as a fan, again, you bury yourself in something else because for me, I can't ever tell myself we're going to win the Super Bowl this year because we haven't had a franchise quarterback since Mark Brunell was the quarterback, right? So we're going on 15, 20 years.
Technically,
I don't
they
know,
thought
since we had a
Blake
franchise
Bortles was the franchise quarterback.
Regardless of what they
to the AFC
thought.
championship game.
Yeah, but not because of him. So regardless of what they thought,
Take him there.
They thought he was Joe Flacco.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He
God,
just kind of
stop.
was on the team.
stop. Right. He was still amongst the regime that was making terrible draft picks. But they thought that, yes, because it took him in the first round. I'm sure they thought the same thing about Blaine Gabbert. It took him in the first round too. It's just poor decision after poor decision. Like the last good quarterback we had was David Garrard. So, and how long ago was that?
But honestly, when the
8-10
Saints,
years ago.
Yeah,
when the Saints
So-
was trash, I always had the Lakers though. So like
that's true.
it
You
kinda-
did. I
it
mean, I
kinda
still have
over-
the Yankees. So
And you
I'm
got the
fine with
Hawks,
that.
so
when
you ain't got
when the
nowhere to
Saints
go
was
to.
Super cool from like
I'm not a
Or
Hawks
the
fan.
Knicks. And you
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
can't go to the Knicks either. So you
Nah,
just
I'm a Jimmy Butler fan, so I'm following these Heat right now.
Like I'm saying, like when the Saints was super pook, it was prime Kobe time. So I wasn't really worried about the Saints like that.
That's
That's
true.
fair.
Once
People
December
with other
hit,
sports.
NBA starting to ramp up
Yeah.
anyway. So I was chilling.
Yeah.
I was
Man.
chilling.
Yeah, see,
What-
Final
what
Fantasy,
basketball team do you
fantasy
like,
football
Steve?
helped me a lot.
he said he a Jimmy
You like the
Butler fan.
Hawks?
The
I
Knicks-
don't really follow a
Nah,
team
he
in
don't like the
basketball. I'm a free agent. I'm hashtag sell the team Knicks fan. So until the Dolan family does not own the Knicks anymore, I do not acknowledge them as my team. So I kind of
like
just
that.
follow players. So right now I'm following Jimmy Butler. I follow Dame Lillard, and that's about it. Just them two.
He's like the dev approach, right? Hashtag free dev. So
Hey, we got
Yeah.
into another episode.
he takes
Free dev till it's backwards.
Free dev. Let that man come on the podcast, young woman.
Hey man, he's an infinite QT time. I don't even know how.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know that.
The
that
honeymoon
was a thing
phase of that relationship's gonna be
time.
forever.
I didn't know QT time was like permanent. I thought that there was a little time for everything.
Love you, Dev. Free dev.
Free dev, yo. This is the whole say. This is the longest part of the segment we spent on this.
Quarantining is what he's doing.
Eventually, we're gonna start kicking off the podcast.
Man.
But one other thing you gotta do, see, it's week 2. There
I
are
know.
14 other games to be played.
Yeah.
Who knows what can happen?
You know
now,
what it
y'all
is?
aren't going 14-2. I'm gonna tell you that, but you can still
you
go
know-
10-6. You could
You
possibly
You know
go
what it is?
11-5.
Is you go through social media and you start seeing all the statistics. Oh, 20% of teams that started 0-2 have made it to the playoffs, and all this other stuff starts stacking up.
See, that's
It's
so
just
one thing that I do after losses, I don't read social media. I don't read.
I wait till
Feature
next week.
report.
You're also in
Wait
the
till
NFC
next
East.
week.
And
That
I'm-
is true.
That's
I'm
why
also
I
in
know
the
we-
loss- a
That's
loss
the whole
don't hurt
thing, right?
y'all. A
Y'all
loss
are-
don't really hurt y'all.
That's
We can
exactly
lose
right. I
8
appreciate you
straight-
saying
We
that.
can lose
Y'all are
8
definitely
straight
fans of an
games.
NFC East team. Like y'all could go 7-9, and y'all could be 7-8 and be like, and be on week
can
17. Like, yo,
But
we
you
still
okay, but
got
look
it.
at it. But see, we can look at it that way. Look at it for you. So you've got, at the
So we
time of
got
this
we
recording.
got Tom Brady and Drew Brees in the
No, but
division.
listen, at the time of this
And we just
recording,
had
the Saints
back-to-back
technically
7-9
technically haven't played their Monday Night Football game yet. So they're 1-0, but we're pretty sure that they'll probably be 2-0 by the end of
Don't do that,
by the
yo.
end of
Don't
Monday
do
night.
that.
I'm pretty sure that
They
that's
are
that
not
too.
now.
The
He
Bucks,
did
the
no
They're
Bucks
so
are
excellent.
1-1
Too
right
late.
now, and Tom Brady
Damn.
is like he ain't Tom Brady. Like
He
he's
is
doing all right,
ass.
but he ain't really Tom
Oh.
Brady.
Dre, I gotta stop you right there because the thing is, we do this. People do this every year with Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady comes start slow every year, and we forget.
No, Tom Brady
every
starts fast every year.
He starts slow, and then they be like, "Oh, he's done." This is the last 3, 4, 5 seasons every year.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Tom
mean-
Brady's done. Is it for Tom Brady's throwing picks? Oh, he's not the same. He's getting old, and then October starts rolling, and he starts doing this. It happens.
So you must have missed last season and how that ended for the Patriots.
Yeah, well, I mean, they went to the playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so did a lot of teams. Like
getting in
Gotta
there.
be
don't
in it to
mean
win
nothing.
it. But the media
they
kills
didn't
Tom
win
Brady
it.
every year. So I'm just like I still expect the Bucks and the Saints to win 10+ games. And I was like, oh, we're gonna be right there in the same thing. And then here we are at 0-2.
Because look,
Like
y'all haven't even played the Bucks yet.
we got the
So-
Bears next week. Mitch Trubisky actually looks good this year. I can't even make jokes about Mitch Trubisky this week.
But now, in your defense of the Falcons, look at who the Bears have played. They played the Lions and they played the Giants, and they should have lost to the Lions. But Swift, we all know what happened.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then the Giants almost came back today and won without Saquon. So,
We'll find a way to mess it
He's
up.
done. He done.
oh, I mean, of course, like I said,
We're gonna find a way.
I'm gonna post a picture in here, the tweet that I posted on the SGA Twitter.
Matt Ryan's gonna have 700
Falcons are
yards
going to Falcon,
17
and they literally
touchdowns
Falcon today.
and no interception. I told somebody today. I said, man, this offense could put up 100 points. The defense gonna find a way to allow 101.
Well, maybe the offense should have got a first down to end the game.
Maybe Julio should have caught that touchdown.
But nah, what you was thinking on the onside kick? Be honest. What you was thinking,
Dude? Y'all know, right? Like, I'm not gonna call myself Bill Belichick, but I'm a coach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching them stand around in fucking triangle formation around the ball. I'm like, bro, fall on the fucking ball.
I say the Cowboys have to wait for it to go 10 yards, but they don't.
I don't understand.
I'm going to be really honest with y'all because I've been watching this team for so long. When Dallas scored and it went to 29-23, I said, oh, they about to fuck it up again. I knew what it was right there. When it got to 29, I'm like, how is it even a 5-point game right now? I'm like, all right, this is it right here.
You know they're gonna get creative. Find a way to lose.
They always find a way.
But you know what?
We
See,
do
I
too,
actually feel
Pussy.
bad for you because I thought that after losing the Super Bowl, having the 28-3 lead, I was like, the Falcons can never
Yikes.
blow a lead similar to this, like in my lifetime, like ever again.
See, the whole thing was
Even though this wasn't the Super Bowl, this was still a lead that y'all should have never, because y'all still scored afterwards, and that was the difference. In the Super Bowl,
So
I
the
think
whole
you only
thing-
scored another
the
field
whole
goal
thing-
after that, but y'all actually scored more in this game.
See, the whole thing being a Falcons fan, right? The whole 28-3 thing, that Super Bowl game is very, very much so representative of what the rest of that season looked like. We were doing that the entire season. We were busting ass in the first half. We'd be up by 15, 20, 30 points or however many points. And then we just fall back in the zone and just sit and cover 3 the rest of the game and let them come back. Now we won by 3 points or we lost by 2 points. That was every game. You can watch the Chiefs game so you can see that. So you can watch us lose.
But
on
that
a
was
pick
no. The Chiefs game was the Eric Berry game. Like, let's give that man his credit.
Again, we lost on a pick 2. Like, who loses on a pick 2?
Let
the
me
Falcons.
get a make pick
Me
two.
and the Madden.
We watched it. We watched it twice against the Panthers, and it just throughout that entire season, it was the same thing over and over again. So it wasn't. So to Falcons fans, that Super Bowl was not. We were not totally blindsided by that end result. It was kind of normal, and what happened today is kind of normal of what happens with the Falcons, and that's the problem I'm having, and that's why I'm putting it all on Dan Quinn. And if you're a Falcons fan out there, and I see you in one of these threads or one of these forums or one of these groups or one of these spots anywhere on the fucking internet talking about is Matt Ryan, after putting up 608 freaking yards and 6 touchdowns with 1 pick in 2 games, and the defense allows 78 points.
Hang on, C.
If your defense allows 78 points, hold on. Let me just get this point out. If your defense allows 78 points, you shouldn't be 0-2. You should be 0-4.
Huh?
Mathematically speaking, he was just trying to extrapolate the number.
Allowing that many points.
I understand what you meant. No, but I mean,
let me say my point.
But 2 games?
Dash, what you eating?
Tell man put his chest
Always
away,
eating
first of all.
something.
How you gonna lead the podcast? Completely change your outfit. Come back with what looks like wine or some type of juice and whatever type of food you eat.
By the way, shout out to LSU for giving us the best slot receiver in the game.
It's
chicken,
one that
could catch.
You know what I'm saying?
This ain't no bougie podcast.
What's bougie? This is fried chicken, baby.
Oh, I was just talking about your drink.
But anyway, I'm gonna cool off about that.
Hey man, it is
You'll
what
be
it
here
is.
next week with the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm still riding with my boys though.
Hey, it's the NFL season. You gotta take it week by week.
These niggas got me sick.
Yuck.
I mean, because you keep going back to them roaches.
COVID team, man.
Facts.
The COVID team.
And you got a piece of string or whatever hanging off from the side of your mask.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pull it because I'll lose the whole mask like that. I know how this goes. The Falcons mask.
Raggedy.
Ain't that a damn shame?
Well, glad you got that off your chest.
Damn, did everybody's team in here lost today? That's some sickening.
It is.
Yeah.
That's sickening. Damn.
Yeah, I want my team to lose though. So that's
Jalen Hurts throwing 6 passes next week just to test them out. Just wait.
I was gonna give him 3. I wasn't gonna give him 6, but I was gonna give him 3, and he was gonna catch 1.
Wentz gonna be on the block if Hurts step on that field. I'll tell you that right now. Quick.
No. Wentz is gonna be on the block if Hurts steps on that field and wins.
When Hurts step on that field, he's gonna play better than Wentz.
I'm really just waiting to see when Hurts starts.
So
what's the over under on that?
If we lose our next 2 games and we're 0-4,
who y'all play next?
we got the Bengals next week.
Oh, okay. That's
y'all
an
lose
easy
that
one.
when Hurts is in there.
We gotta win next week.
Y'all D-line healthy?
It's
Yeah, Brandon Graham's back. Barnett's back. This was Barnett's first game.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know if y'all watched on
back.
Thursday, but that
I
Bengals line is so sorry.
It's
Bro, that
terrible.
Bengals O-line is trash.
I never seen a left tackle on his
Seriously.
back during a game so much, man.
Oh, trust me, the
That shit
Browns
was
missed Joe
insane.
Thomas. Like they missed
Oh,
that
yeah.
man.
Man,
know that.
I ain't never seen that. Damn, Jonah Williams, man, that guy was getting dominated by both Myles Garrett and I forget who they got. I think that's Olivier Vernon on the other side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That, man, I was watching that O-line get dominated on Thursday, man.
That
The
nigga
Browns
name is-
won that game, man. The Browns are good in the trenches, man.
Mhm.
Either that or, you know,
Well, the Browns also ran for like
Cincy is just
200,
super sorry at
220,
the same time.
230 some odd yards. So
Yeah, they ran. They was toting that thing.
I think they finally realized that they need to run their offense through Chubb and Hunt instead of through
Yep.
Mayfield.
and it worked really well.
That's
And,
most offenses all together. Just run the fucking
For
ball.
us, we actually
Right.
work better when we run the ball.
We were the number one rush offense in the league when we won the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, well, we cut our running back, so.
He scored a big touchdown today. I see that.
He played great today too.
He showed
I
the other
know.
day. He put that game away against the Panthers.
Yeah, that man finally like, damn, this how I live without 10 people in the box. That shit
Some
crazy.
bullshit.
that shit, wow. I can see holes. Whoa.
Ridiculous. Hey, anybody try them spicy nuggets?
I did today.
McDonald's? Oh,
I
you
did
did?
today.
Hey.
I actually did today.
Did you get the sauce, the mighty hot sauce?
So I got one of those and I got one of the barbecues. The Mighty Hot Sauce is straight. It's straight. It's not what I thought it was going to be. But
Is
it
that
definitely
in a good way or a bad way?
It was neither or. Like I can go without it or I could get it. Just depends on the day type of sauce.
So, in your
Yeah.
opinion, is it worth trying?
It's worth
Of course.
trying. That sauce is worth
Yeah,
trying.
it's worth
but
trying.
Yeah,
The
It's not waste my
sauce is-
time if it
absolutely.
ain't worth trying.
Nah,
Now,
you gotta
what I
try
will
it.
say is go stock up on some of the Wendy's barbecue sauce and then go get these spicy
I
nuggets.
don't know. I mean, to me, like, Wendy's
Just
barbecue
the
sauce, I
level of
guess, is all right.
sweetness.
I like
Okay,
it.
wait a minute.
Sweeter.
Hold up. I think I already know what this segment's about to be.
It's just a sweeter one.
Which fast food chains got the best barbecue sauce?
Wendy's.
Burger King.
Wendy's never have none, so I'm gonna go Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Burger King.
Motherfuckers are always out, so I'm just gonna.
I'm-
have to-
wait.
You said
Burger
Burger King,
King?
but I'm
I'm
roll
gonna
with
tell you
that as
right
well.
now, the answer is Burger King.
The answer is
It is
not
Burger
Burger
King.
King. Burger King is a
Burger
close
King-
second.
I don't know, bro.
First of all,
Burger
Close
King
second.
got that barbecue.
Y'all haven't
Yo,
had Wendy's
that-
barbecue sauce in a minute because it.
Come out. Hold up, pause.
Yes,
Quick
bro.
pause. What are we using Burger King's barbecue sauce on?
Well,
Chicken fries.
chicken
now-
fries.
Chicken fries.
Okay.
Right,
Right. Okay.
I mean, because they have nuggets, but those aren't.
Yeah, you
But
don't get
they're
All right.
nuggets.
Those
You don't
things
buy
are 5
99
cents.
cent
Like
nuggets.
I ain't eating
I
5
didn't
cent
even
nuggets.
chicken.
Like
I gotta ask,
Little
what are they
chicken.
putting in?
Midget.
What are they putting in Burger King's nuggets? Because every
Zero.
time I go
Midget
back,
movie.
they cheaper. I seen
Yeah,
20
every week.
dollars.
Every week,
Human.
chicken
The 20 piece nuggets
human
for $2.
nuggets. That's what they are.
You always
You
see
can
a never mind.
You can get 40 Burger King nuggets for like $8.
Four.
Leo, put
We having
them
a
in
special-
speed that you sell.
Hey, 40 for $5. I say I'm cool. I don't even want that. I'd rather just eat a raw chicken. Though. I'm
Yeah.
chilling.
Bruh, Ain't
I don't know
gonna
what's
be
in it.
nothing, ain't gonna be nothing but chicken skin in
Hey,
that.
but
nugget.
I'm with Reed though. Burger King's barbecue sauce is pretty lit though.
Yo,
It's-
I ain't gonna
Burger
king.
King barbecue. Burger
It's
King
lit,
barbecue.
but
is
it's-
lit.
little bacon.
but
Wendy's
it's
honey
not-
mustard is where it's at.
I'm messing with
Wendy's honey
that.
mustard is great.
Wendy's honey mustard is
Okay, so then
by and large off the chain.
I'll
I
go
like
ahead and
McDonald's
say-
honey mustard too. Like I ain't even
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Nah.
Ain't
but
I'm
better
gonna
than
say this. I don't know if y'all ever had
I don't know.
Chick-fil-A's Polynesian sauce.
Of course. What
No,
you
first of
mean?
all,
You go to
Chick-fil-A, the only thing you need to
Pause.
get is honey
Pause.
roasted
That's the
barbecue.
sauce.
Honey roasted
Pause.
barbecue is all you
Hold on.
need from Chick-fil-A,
Pause.
and you're good.
First of all, the Polynesian sauce recipe has changed. It is not
Has
the
it?
same.
Uh-oh. Don't say that.
Go back.
Don't
And
say
then
that.
Flash.
Not
Breaking
the
news.
same.
I haven't been there in a
Just check the interwebs.
couple
It's
months.
like the
I'm gonna
recipe.
look that up.
Really?
I don't get
That's
their
disheartening.
Polynesian
I don't
sauce. Like I
that.
said, if I go to Chick-fil-A,
Why?
the
But I
only thing
usually
I'm
get their
Nah, the only thing I'm
Chick-fil-A
getting is honey
and their
roasted
honey
barbecue. That is
roasted
it.
barbecue sauce and mix them together. That
Wow. This
is-
man
I
getting
tried
extravagant out here.
that
fire.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
I picture him asking for a little extra straw in the drive-through, and then sitting in the car like,
Stirring it up.
I
don't-
almost lost
Here's
faith in
the one
Chick-fil-A.
sauce that is the toughest question to answer. I think is sweet and sour. Who's
the best
who's sweet and sour is
Wendy's.
Mm.
think so?
The Chinese place.
The Wendy's sweet and sour tastes like Chinese food sweet and sour.
Nah, la
That's probably
choy.
where they got it from.
Give me that la
Probably.
choy, sweet and sour sauce.
I don't think. I think McDonald's
go
is
to
last in
something
that category,
dragon.
'cause
I can't remember the last time I had McDonald's sweet and sour.
It's been a
I
long
don't.
time for me.
I don't think they're hitting.
I don't like-
Theirs
yeah.
is not.
Oh,
Theirs is
it's
not.
And I didn't
It's
even ask for it.
pretty
Like I
good.
got it by accident once. Like I asked for honey mustard and they gave me sweet and sour sauce. I was
Theirs is
like, well,
not hitting.
since this is
Theirs
what I
not
got.
hitting. I gotta.
Can we talk about that? Like, why does fast food mess up orders like so royally? Like, I order a double hamburger and they don't put
want to
one
work
big
there.
miss a patty
And
in
they
the
want.
burger.
They're not
And how do
trying
you
to
put on a wrapper that
specialize
says double hamburger and you put one patty in that motherfucker?
And they want $15 an hour.
because they're not
I'm
going
sorry.
to specialize your burger. They're not. They don't get paid enough to specialize.
Wait a minute.
your
Who
burger.
all worked in fast food at some point?
Fast food? I worked at a bakery-ish
I
kind of
worked
where you
at
fill
a-
those bags.
I mean, I worked at the snack bar.
See, we worked there.
Like, that was my fast
We worked
food.
there longer than I did, but
My first gig was at Schooner,
Busboy.
a 4-star restaurant
yeah.
as bus boys.
Other than that, I never worked there.
Well, I
I
meant
think
like
I
fast
think
food
the
where
clo-
you're
I
like
think the
cooking the
closest I've
food,
come to working
not like
fast
cleaning
food
up after people.
Nah,
I used to work concessions at Nassau Coliseum.
Because I'm
What
telling
you
you, when
think?
I worked the snack bar at the water park, I clearly saw how easy people messed up other people's orders.
Yeah, it's easy to see.
Like, especially during like lunch rushes. Now, when it's like,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
it's
sure
not
it
busy or
is
anything like that. I don't understand how you mess up somebody's order
That's
when it's
just
not
lazy.
busy.
I don't understand how if your station is to put together a sandwich and there's a screen that tells you what to put in the sandwich.
Okay, but so all
How
right,
do you
so I'm gonna
totally ignore what's on the screen?
I'm gonna let
and
you
just
know
put
how
what
you
want
mess
to
up.
put in the
So
sandwich?
here's the number one reason of how it gets messed up. One, someone didn't show up for work that day. So someone's
Okay.
got to
So-
work
so you're
another
working-
shift or another station that they didn't
Right.
think they
Now
were
I'm
going to have
working
to work
two
that
shifts.
day.
So you're
For
working back and
$7.25
forth
an hour.
between,
Right.
you working the front cashier. You got to bounce
the
back.
question-
to the
here's the
drive-thru,
question.
and
My
your
lunch
son's calling,
break.
You're trying to stuff a bag.
The cashier, they're just standing there because they're
I'm-
waiting on change, so they're not doing
Right.
anything else with
See,
the customers, and the
Except
customers
looking
are
at you
getting
stressed the
upset.
fuck out.
I'm
Right.
glad that Sladro mentioned, pay, because at 15. Here's my question: is at $15 an hour?
True.
Does that change?
Yes,
I
you
don't
see
know,
it.
You
but
think so?
Yes.
I know at
Because you'll be held to a higher standard.
Because you know at Chick-fil-A, you know how they
think that
give it up.
change it. Chick-fil-A is different. Chick-fil-A,
it's not.
their
I
training,
know why.
their training is just different.
And
They're-
also, you think, well, just think about
Chick-fil-A
think-
handled
I think-
COVID better
Look,
than any
I
other
think-
fast food
come on,
place.
the Chick-fil-A employees are back there getting beat. If they
But
don't,
that's
So,
What's up, Slajo?
Here's the thing about that
In
wage.
the name of God.
So,
No.
so raising fast food workers to $15 an hour. To
I
me,
don't say
you can
15.
hire a better
That was the number
quality
they were-
worker at
they were trying to go
$15 an hour if that's what you're paying.
Mm-hmm.
But right now,
you would think
if
so.
if most people that walk in and they hear that they're gonna get eight and a quarter an hour, there's not a lot of people there's not a lot of quality workers that are taking eight and a quarter for pay.
That's
work
true.
fast.
But also, time out. If you're gonna pay somebody $7.25 an hour, you think they training them? No.
No, God, no.
Just show
of
up.
course not. True,
It's-
you're right.
Like, you can't. They're not.
That's on the job training at a job like that.
The restaurant
Trust me, I
is
know.
giving you $7 an hour. They don't care about your training. Just
True.
get here, fill some
But are they going to
hours.
change the
You just need
training?
bodies at that wage.
They get an approval for $15 an hour. Does that mean the training, they actually put something in that now?
Nah, that means there's some accountability because there's other people applying for the positions now.
Yeah,
When you're
Yeah,
making
it's going up.
$15 an hour, you're held to a
$15.
higher standard.
I would hope so. I would hope so. In which
And
case, I would sign off
all,
on that.
I'm all
If
for
you told
paying
me-
everybody in
if you
America
told
more
me-
money.
Right. If you told me that was the case and that every fast food place was going to be like Chick-fil-A, okay, sign me.
Right.
Because okay, fine. Because not only are you going to get fire customer service, you don't even. You ever find yourself not having to check the Chick-fil-A bag because you just know it's going to be right?
Never check that. I never check them. I'll drive home. I don't open the bag.
That's what I was trying to get at.
I just put it on my seat. I'm like, y'all got my sauces in there? They're like, yup.
Hey,
I'm like,
you
cool.
know, and
I
it's
drive
extra
my
sauce.
happy ass home. It's orders right.
I checked. I had Chick-fil-A last week, and if I say I was let down, I had a milkshake, and I didn't have my straw, so I was hurt. I was like, "Damn, Chick-fil-A, they hurt
See?
my heart."
And that's
And
the
I went to
worst.
throw, come out. I went to throw my bag away. I found that straw. I was like, they didn't let me down.
Every
They
time.
didn't let me down. I was like, oh, it was me. I knew it couldn't have been him. It wasn't. No way. No way. Not Chick-fil-A. Forgot my straw. I'm about to call him.
Bro, but here's the thing. Even if
Carlos.
Chick-fil-A has only messed up once in my entire time of going there. Like every time I go there, I always get a large meal. So they gave me like a small fry, medium fry, whatever they call it. They gave me the smaller version of the fries. So I just let them know, hey, I ordered a large fry.
You can't even sweat that. Like, I ain't gonna fuck it, you know.
And they're like, we are so sorry. Please keep that fry, and we'll still give you what you ordered. I was
That's
like,
what they do.
okay.
Wow.
Now McDonald's, they would have been like, okay, give me that fry back.
That one.
That fry back.
They would have poured it into the large one.
Yep.
Got maybe a couple more and put it in there, and then dropped it in your bag.
Yep.
I literally had an incident like that last week. I had my mistake that I brought up. That's the main thing is I order a double. I order the same thing every time, and I told him, give me a double hamburger, add mac sauce. That's what I always order. And I got that. I get in the car. I get halfway up. No, I got in the parking lot. I open it as I'm pulling out the driveway, and there's one patty inside. So out of spite, usually when they mess up my shit, out of spite, I take a couple bites and then I go back like, yo, y'all fucked my sandwich up. So this time I pull up to the window and it's McDonald's, so they got the shittiest attitude. I pull up, I'm like, yo, y'all only put one patty in the sandwich. So I gave them the sandwich. They open it up. They're like, yo, you took a bite out of this already.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, so am I not owed my other patty now? Like,
your burger's now null and void.
Exactly.
Because I took a bite.
Yep, because what they were finna do was to take that one, put another one on there.
They're
and
Just gonna slap a meat patty on there and hand it back to me.
Yep.
That's why I take a bite though, because I'm like, yo, you a piece of shit if you put a patty in a burger that already has a bite out of it.
Right.
So I usually do that so they make me a new one.
Do you really think that a fast food restaurant whose ice cream machine hasn't worked in the past 10 years is going to take their time to make you another hamburger? Like, come on now.
McFlurry. You know what?
You just got to go there when the manager is there. You can't go. If you go after 4, no ice cream.
It's over with. They're closing. Yeah, manager left at 3:30. Manager is
not
there.
getting that.
From like 11 to 3.
That's the whole thing. I didn't finish the story. So I tell him, like, yo, give me the sandwich back. She says, you already took a couple bites out of it. So I'm like, yo, you know what? Because I was fed up already. I'm like, yo, let me talk to your manager real quick. So the manager comes to the window and she's like, it looked like you hated half the burger already. I'm like, she give me the same shit, and it's the manager.
Burgers are kind of small, though. I mean, one bite.
Right, one bite.
I just took a bite. Mind you, I take some pretty big bites, but I took a bite. Like, this is a spite. This is what I always call it, the spite bite. I'm like, y'all fucked up my order, so in spite of y'all fucking up my order, I'm gonna take a bite out of this, so you can't just slap another whatever on. And now I'm arguing with the manager. I'm like, yo, what am I arguing with you about? Just give me another burger.
Give me what I paid for.
And I'm wasting my time. Now, if the workers was getting 15 an hour, they'd be worried about losing that 15 an hour, and I'd have had 2 meat patties on my sandwich to begin with.
Here's what's going to happen, and Courtney can probably relate to this. Let McDonald's have like ice comments, and let people not like something, and customers turn in an ice comment about that employee. People will start changing and acting different.
That's a good idea.
Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Dislikes heavy. Let me hit the dislike button on you because you trash.
Yeah, let me post this Yelp review real quick.
This is great. We start talking about fast food because I had something here, and this is wild that I just had this. Bloop. What would you say is among the best fast food smells? When you think about fast food in the air, just resonating.
Does Home Run Burger or Five Guys count as fast food?
Five Guys is not fast food.
That shit is not fast.
It's a chain restaurant, but it's not fast. I'd compare more to Applebee's than I would McDonald's.
We've established this already. Which is why Five Guys can never be in the
Well,
front.
the only reason to ask is because if they counted, they would get my vote hands down.
Five Guys used to be fast food when it was paired with gas stations.
You don't really smell Five Guys unless you go inside, though.
Well,
but I always go inside. I don't order any other way.
If you're driving on the block, you're never going to smell Five Guys in the air.
Yo, hands down.
Pause. Jesus Christ. Jesus is just wow. What are we? Hey, fucking yo.
You see the record scratch on this edit. This post.
I was just in my phone like, wait, what am I listening to right now?
The best fast food smell comes from KFC. That's hands down.
It's 5 of us. We got the title name, Five Guys. We here.
There's
Oh Lord.
Yo,
Bro, this
because
Pizza
I
Hut
got
count as
celebra- I
fast
got one.
food?
I don't know about y'all, but
Pizza,
I was
like Pizza Hut,
Pizza?
count as like Pizza Hut? Because when you
No.
drive by the Pizza Hut, that shit be filling the air like
Does it
Their
really?
buffet.
yes.
I don't really notice that. I got
No,
one.
Walk by. Pizza
I got
Hut,
one.
You gonna see?
Popeyes.
No.
Nah.
What you mean no?
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
No.
What?
It smell like grease.
Y'all on crack.
It literally
You're
smell like
bugging.
grease. No.
All
I
y'all.
tell you, Bojangles.
Bruh. I'm
Nah,
with you.
hold on.
I like
hold on.
Bojangles, but you
I'm
can't
gonna
tell
say
me.
Bojangles got the best chicken, but the smell of the restaurant, if you sitting outside in your car,
Smells delicious.
It smells wonderful.
Delicious.
I don't know.
I
about
can't
all that.
call it.
don't
I
get
can't
any
call it on
smell
that, man.
that.
I'm definitely saying I'm going.
Seasoned fries,
You know what?
Bo-Berry
Just generally the
biscuits,
smell.
Seasoned
cinnamon
fries.
biscuits.
Just
They
all
got a
kinds of
new
seasoned
Mountain
stuff.
Dew
Fried
out. I don't
chicken.
really drink Mountain Dew like that, but they got a new Mountain Dew flavor. Like,
That
bruh.
blueberry
Yo,
scone
Popeyes
muffin
out there.
Bruh.
pastry thing. Oh my
Bojangles is
And
where it's
let
at.
me tell you what, Burger King. The
Burger King's
burger
up there,
smell that
though.
comes from there.
Yeah, the flame broiled Burger
that
King
flame
thing.
grill like burger smell.
Yeah,
That-
but
they don't have
then,
an
then when you
actual
pull up to the
cooking?
parking lot, then you remember that they sell tacos, and you're like, this ain't the move. Like, so you gotta,
Yeah, but
you gotta
but,
back
but
out.
that Whopper, but that
Tacos.
Whopper is undefeated. though.
That Whopper is still undefeated, bro. If you
Yo.
get a fresh Whopper that ain't been
Mm.
heat
Oh my
He
goodness.
said ain't been heat lamped.
Yeah, fresh Whopper, double Whopper especially.
yo, because you know they be doing the McDonald's
Ain't
too,
nobody
bro.
messing
Just be
with
sitting
that,
under
bro.
the heat, quarter pounder sitting under the heat lamp. You get it, you
Exactly.
got it.
That's
You press
exactly
your
why.
finger into the burger and you
Sitting
got a
there.
big ass fingerprint in that bitch.
Yeah, that's why when you thought you wanted a double quarter pounder with no cheese, you got cheese because they're not about
You
to
know
make your
who's
shit
probably
over. Like,
you know
it's
who's
already
probably got
made.
the best like ratio of like quality versus like no smell at all? I would say Wendy's. Cause you never smell Wendy. Like you know,
Nah,
like what do you
you
think
don't.
is like the smell
about
of Wendy's?
Arby's?
Like, you don't get
I think
Arby's.
No,
the-
I smell
it
Arby's.
smells
First of
like
all,
the nuggets.
I
I
smell
don't.
Arby's.
I don't eat
I think the
Arby's. so
nuggets is
First of all,
the
people
strongest
sleep on
smell coming out of
Arby's.
Wendy's.
Arby's is
People are
the
sleep
truth.
on Arby's.
I don't know why.
is trash.
Yo,
You
get
ain't never
out.
you
Get
don't
off my
you only
lawn.
eat it. What?
Who eats roast beef?
See,
I'm cool.
he
I don't go to
always,
Arby's
that's
for
always
roast
what he
beef.
says.
Roast beef.
Like
Bro,
a roast
Arby's
beef
chicken,
sandwich
bacon,
is
and
the only
Swiss.
thing they
Bro,
sell.
that sandwich is
Bruh.
delicious.
They got
I'd
so many
rather
more
go to
things
Jack in the
other
Box.
than that.
They got
Yeah,
so
Arby's
many
got-
items.
That
Arby's
is
got
the
a bomb
wrong
ass
answer.
Reuben.
And obviously, Arby's got the lock on the curly fries.
Some curly fries.
The fries are slamming.
Oh my
And if,
god.
if you go to Arby's and you
fries are
get
good.
a
They don't
Reuben,
even-
you can either get the roast beef, the
They
corned
Probably
beef,
top 5.
or you can get a turkey Reuben. That's a delicious sandwich.
Now I get
Turkey
that
Reuben.
chicken
I go to
bacon and
Walmart
Swiss.
and buy some.
They got that smokehouse burger.
Have we
now, too.
officially? Oh yeah, they do. I haven't tried it yet, but I want
Nope,
to.
I
Have
know
we,
where you go.
That shit is
I know where you go.
have we officially had the
Yeah, we gonna
fries
do that.
discussion on one of these
I
podcasts?
don't think we.
I don't think
know,
so.
but
We have.
we having it again if we did. Who cares?
I don't think we have. Bro.
I think
mean,
we've
what,
had it
if
in
it's
the
not-
group, but I don't
If
think
it's
we've had
not
it.
Number one-
checkers, if it's not checkers,
Wait,
it
alright,
ain't.
hold up.
It ain't. It.
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
No, I agree
jumped
with
the
him.
gun.
Checkers, rallies,
jumped the gun.
they got the best
I'm
fries.
sorry.
I'm bringing
No,
Popeyes to the discussion
no.
again.
No, Popeyes
my
does not have the
God.
best fries.
Popeyes.
They're up there. They're in the
No.
conversation. What
They
are
are
we
not even
talking
top five.
about?
We got to mute.
They're
bro.
not top 5.
Somebody
No,
mute
they're
him,
top
please.
fucking.
Somebody mute him,
I wish
please.
I could mute
Talk
y'all.
about
man.
What is
Popeyes.
happening?
Popeyes fries
and
are not
Rally's
top
like,
five.
They're cousins.
What?
They're like they're cousins anyway. Popeyes and Rally's fries. They're cousins.
Yes.
No,
they're
Rally's
straight
fries
similar.
are way better.
but
They're in the same
Popeyes-
ball. They're in the same.
No,
like
Popeyes
your-
fries are always soggy every time I get them.
No.
No.
Hey,
Popeyes fries are
If you
trash.
let-
bro.
This
What?
how I
They,
describe
they
it.
don't make it home. You gotta eat them. You gotta eat them
What do we-
immediate.
No
This
fries
how
make
I
it home.
describe
No,
it.
McDonald's
Rally's
at
fries
least
make it home.
Rally's,
McDonald's at least make it
Checkers is the
home,
only
if you're
competition.
Checkers fries is the
Make it
shit.
home. And nobody else fries make it home. Because if McDonald's, those are McDonald's
fries
fries,
makes it
dude,
home.
you can't even get out the
First of all,
parking lot.
home.
McDonald's is number one. I'm sorry.
McDonald's ain't number one anymore. They're still top three.
McDonald's is number one.
They're still top three, but they ain't
now
number
they
one.
got the app with the free.
We're talking. We're talking about.
purchase.
Wait, hold up. It depends on what we're debating. Is it like overall or just at their best? Because at their best.
Oh, okay. If it's at their best,
like,
then
if
all right,
you-
you got a point with
at their
McDonald's.
best,
Conversation.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
But if we're talking
When,
about like
when
you
do
just
you,
going
when
in
do
there
you really
tomorrow,
honestly get McDonald's fries at their best
that's
though?
why I said
When lunch first starts.
When
Them
lunch first
motherfuckers be
starts-
round than a motherfucker.
But if we're just going in like on a whim, like tomorrow.
Well, if
we're
you live
not-
by the white people, it also
That's
you
true,
usually
too.
get
Depends
Oh, you
on
gotta
where
get
you
them
live.
with no
fries.
salt.
Depends on where you
Oh
live.
yeah, my mom
Extra
taught me the
salt.
trick. She said go to McDonald's and
Extra
ask
salt.
for
Yeah, no
fries
salt.
with no
Yo,
salt. And then
McDonald's fries have no middle ground. There is no gray area for McDonald's fries. You either getting fire fries or you getting trash. You're not getting fries that be like, these are all right. No,
and that's why McDonald's has to be number 2 for me because I've never had trash fries from Rally's or Checkers ever.
That I agree. I'm not even mad at that because Checkers fries is fire. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that. I just disagree with your take that you gonna bump Popeyes up. Popeyes and Checkers is so similar.
No,
Popeyes is not in this conversation though.
Oh my god, bro!
I don't eat Popeyes onion rings before I eat their fries.
What? They have onion rings? I don't even know that they had onion rings.
Yes, they have onion rings.
You need to be lock his ass up immediately.
Popeyes has onion rings.
Lock him up and throw away the key, please.
And I'm mad because Zaxby's got rid of their onion rings. Like,
you probably get Popeyes cheeseburgers too, huh?
Where did you come up with these lies? Popeyes does not have onion rings.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to go to Popeyes and take a picture and show it to y'all.
Please,
we can put Bojangles.
Please do.
Right, you used to live here.
And nobody's gonna talk about how
Popeyes is everywhere.
Which fell off like that.
Anyways, Bojangles fries is top 3 if we talking about overall.
I was gonna give them at least top 5.
Nah, top 3.
But I mean, I'm fine with top 3.
They 100% in there. Where do you put? What can Arby's fries get in the?
See, and that's why I was gonna say Bojangles top 5 because Arby's, they got
also KFC's wedgies were elite before they eliminated them and switched them.
KFC got fries now. I haven't tried them.
How are they though?
Fries.
Has anybody had them?
Well, no.
What's that? KFC?
Yeah, they got fries now.
Has anybody had them?
I didn't even try them shits. Them shits look trash.
I don't know. I heard they're okay.
Nah, they can't be better than the wedges.
No, if
though.
they're new and you heard they're okay, then I ain't even trying.
I mean, I don't. I'm just saying. Yes.
The wedges for Wendy's breakfast.
Yo, bruh. And
you can see, that's a whole different topic. That's breakfast. That's breakfast.
But you can get them all day.
Potatoes.
You can get them all day.
We speak
of breakfast. You can get them all day.
As far as I know, you can get those all day.
You can get them all day.
I didn't know you could get them all day.
I think you can.
They got like specialties like that now. Yeah.
They in the conversation if you can get them all day.
Those breakfast.
They in the conversation if you can get them all day because
those are
any wedges from a fast food restaurant. Period. Point blank. Not even that question.
First of all,
Wendy's breakfast kicked the door in and smacked everybody down.
I was mad when they left the first time.
Yeah. I still haven't tried it,
bro. You're missing out. You're missing out.
Just go get the app because they always got deals on there. Go get your breakfast baconator. I promise you, Wendy's breakfast is like you got it from a deli. That's how good Wendy's breakfast is.
It feels like what Burger King tried to do with their croissants and they
failed.
All that other shit.
Burger King is everything at Burger King is trash except for the Whopper and the chicken fries.
Yeah. No. I'll take that back. No, the crispy chicken junior.
The chicken sandwich is pretty good too.
The crispy chicken junior is good.
Yeah,
because it's only $1.
That's okay, right? But everything else at Burger King is trash. Breakfast, fries,
and their ices are top notch.
Tacos be hitting though.
I ain't gonna lie.
You're probably the only person,
especially
I did not eat any of those tacos.
Just be hitting for $1. I'm not even gonna lie.
And y'all talking?
I'm not even
talking about these nuggets. And y'all having these dollar tacos.
People praise Jack.
They having deep fried tacos.
They having deep fried tacos, but don't want to eat Burger King nuggets. That's what it's
the nuggets and the tacos are probably getting fried at the same time.
Yo,
oh my god!
Look, I ain't gonna lie. And they got like a special kind of sauce that they put on the tacos. I don't know what it is, but it's low key good. And for $1, I am not even mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Shout out to Taco Bell, just cause.
Taco Bell,
fast food, and Taco Bell is. And if they sold their fries year round, they would be in this discussion as well. Cause them nacho fries are fire.
Oh yeah, them things hit.
Them joints is fire.
Taco Bell is
Don't do this.
Taco Bell's taking too much stuff on the menu for me to continue to support them.
They are taking off some things, and I'm like,
bring back the Frutista Freeze.
The Mexican pizza's about to go now.
No, really?
Yeah. Mexican pizza. Goodbye, R.I.P.
I'm about to go buy 20 of them hoes.
What, and freeze them?
Gonna preserve them.
Freeze that shit. They gonna taste like trash when I pull them out.
It tastes like cardboard, bro.
Taco Bell is so good for what they do. Oh man,
they just keep doing less of it. They took the grilled stuffed burrito off the menu, which was my favorite item.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta be about to roll out a whole bunch of new lines
Probably.
of shit.
I would assume they
Apparently,
rolling out
they're
some
not
new
taking
stuff.
it off the menu for it to not.
If they
No, I'm gonna tell you what they're really doing.
if they
They're
make
taking
nacho
all
fries
that, everything
perfect.
that you all are doing as consumers of Taco Bell, because I don't need Taco Bell. But everything that y'all are doing, like going over social media, talking about them, saying stop taking the stuff off the menu, blah blah blah. You're actually like doing what they want y'all to do. Because then what they gonna do? They're gonna come back 6 months, 8 months later, drop all that stuff back on the menu for like
It's the
a
same
month,
thing.
and then boom, y'all gonna flock back to Taco Bell. Y'all gonna spend mad money to get all that stuff.
It's the same thing.
I ain't fucking with them.
The same thing that Call of Duty was doing when they look like they take trios out or they take duos out or whatever. Then they'll just add
true.
it back like 2 months later. It's the same thing because they know you're gonna come back once it's added. So he talking all
You know
this
what?
nonsense.
You know what?
They
You know
added
what it
that
also
for the
is. Demolition Man has trained me to think that Taco Bell's supposed to be the greatest fast food restaurant.
Demolition Man is so great. We can do Demolition Man, by the way. Side note.
Yeah.
You know Dre knows what I'm talking about.
The great fast food wars of the 2000s.
Ends up with Taco Bell being the winner.
Taco Bell's got to be the winner at the end. So it's Demolition Man, for those who haven't seen, Taco Bell in the future is the last surviving fast food restaurant. And my mind has been trained from that movie to imagine that Taco Bell is the greatest fast food restaurant on the planet. And they've gone ahead and taken my favorite menu items off. I just don't know what to think of them, so I don't even go anymore.
I realized something that really hits a chord for me with Taco Bell that I like a lot. Never have I gone to Taco Bell and I have to question what I'm getting in terms of how it's going to taste or the quality of it. You know, like when you go to like a McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever, you're like, man, I don't know how the fries is gonna be, or I don't know how my whatever's gonna be. When I go to Taco Bell, it always tastes the same. Anything you always get, it should always taste the same. Like you never question if it's gonna taste any different. You know what you get, and you know exactly what it's gonna taste like, and it always tastes that way.
Yeah,
like that's
they're very reliable in that way.
It is any Taco Bell you go to. Like it's just like, yo, how are y'all so consistent across the board? I don't
because they use like real body parts. Like
whatever they use, they like Chick-fil-A. They just consistent. Like I don't, except for Chick-fil-A fries. Chick-fil-A fries is whatever.
They are ass.
You got to add something to Chick-fil-A fries for them to be good. That's why
I
didn't mention Chick-fil-A in this conversation.
They just need to be fried a little longer.
They just need sauce.
I like that consistency.
It's Chick-fil-A. They ain't frying.
You can't tell me
that I will give C that even though they aren't the best, they are consistent.
Chick-fil-A fries with nothing.
Well, of course they're gonna be consistent. It's Chick-fil-A. Consistently ass don't make it good though.
Nobody in here can tell me that they've eaten a whole thing of Chick-fil-A fries with no sauce.
I have before.
Oh my God.
It's not pleasant.
No,
it was on a road trip because like when I'm driving and stuff, I don't like dealing with sauce and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
I can feel you on that.
Yeah.
A sauce will ruin your entire outfit, your entire car.
Yeah. You can't
just one sauce.
Mine is from trauma. Like
see, I gotta be extra mindful of it because I'm a big dude, so you can't go nowhere with like barbecue sauce on your shirt. People just like, here we go, fat dude, got the barbecue sauce. Just couldn't stop eating the chicken, the chicken sandwiches, and then it starts with that. So I gotta be extra mindful of that shit. So I have become a hefty no sauce warrior.
See, all you gotta do is just leave an extra shirt in your car.
Nah, man. Actually, you know what? Sometimes
easy. That sounds easy.
So, but it's not on the counter. There's two things. You can't. There's two things. So one, you can't eat with sauce when you're on the road, and two, you definitely can't drink fruit punch because for some reason that's gonna be the gonna be the cup with the jacked up lid. That's a little bit open, and you're gonna lean it into your throat. And you're gonna have that nice tie going down the straight.
Those are the worst.
And it's always like on the way to something important, like a job interview or some shit, and you get there and it's like, oh, fruit punch. Like, yeah.
And them employees know. You knew you gave me this cup with this faulty ass lid on it.
They know. When the cup got fucking juice dripping down the sides of it,
trying to wipe it
like,
off.
here you go with no fucking napkin. I'm like, bro.
you wipe this off. See, I guess that's the difference. We talking about more pay. Yeah, they might pay.
$15 an hour.
So as we get keeping it on food, as we get closer to a point where we might be, some of us have started to go back to restaurants, right? Pick one of these three. I'll give you three. Pick one. Pick one that you, out of these three, you will have to go to forever. This one for the rest of your life, and you can get rid of the other two if you want, right?
Okay.
IHOP.
Oh, they're
Waffle
out.
House.
Waffle House.
Denny's.
Waffle House.
What was the
Waffle
last thing you
House.
said?
Denny's.
Waffle House.
Oh,
Waffle
Denny's
House.
Get out
Give
of
me
here.
IHOP.
I'm going to Waffle House.
Give me IHOP. Because all IHOP is Waffle House plus $4.
Nah, it's
It's
not.
slow service.
That's a lot, though.
It's a little bit cleaner.
IHOP is terrible service.
I'm not-
Like
clean.
absolutely terrible service.
IHOP.
I'm not
can't-
that
no.
far.
My whole thing is, bro,
No.
if I stay home if I want somebody washing dishes in front of me while I eat. Man.
That's part of the experience, man.
Waffle-
Waffle House is amazing.
Waffle House is only
Yo.
good. Waffle House is only good at about 3,
You
4
can't
a.m.
even-
after you're super drunk
They can't
and you
even
don't
make
and you
eggs
don't care
right
that there's a
from
nigga
IHOP.
washing dishes and the soap water splashing on your plate while you eat.
Bro, I don't
food.
even think
Yo.
I get eggs from IHOP anymore.
Yo,
That's
you
what
can't even
Waffle
get
House
eggs
is
I
at
gotta
like.
lie
IHOP.
to you.
You
IHOP
cannot
eggs is
get
trash. I ain't gonna
IHOP
lie
eggs
to you.
are horrible, and I
Unless
The
you
love
get
them.
them over-
pancakes
unless you
not
get
even that good. Like,
No, they aren't.
Pancakes
Order
are
them how you
garbage.
like. What you mean they trash? What you mean?
You order them how
Like,
you like, and it's
there
still
There was a
trash.
reason
What
they were
do you mean?
IHOP for a couple months.
the best thing.
I like
the
IHOP. I like IHOP because they put all the wild fancy shit on your fucking pancakes and,
And
that
that's
shit.
how they get you. That's how they
Strawberry.
get you.
They got strawberry. They got strawberry syrup, bro.
Blueberry syrup.
I
Yeah,
ain't
stop
gonna lie to
strawberry
you, bro.
syrup.
And they got the pecan waffle at fucking Waffle House, and that shit slap.
I can get a blueberry
There
waffle
been
from
plenty of
Waffle House.
times.
And
Like I've been on the late night out, driving, doing like ride share, and it's like it's late, and by the time 2, 3 a.m. I'm like, yo, man, kind of hungry or whatever. I hit that Waffle House, man. It's a couple people in there. You get that menu, you sit down, you just like $5, you can eat like a king. Waffle House for $5, bro. Like,
Right, and Waffle House is one of those places, even though it's more diner than restaurant, but it's one of those places, they ain't gonna kick you out. My friends and I, like after like football games, after track meets and stuff like that, we would go to Waffle House and we'd be in there for hours. We done eating. We ain't even drinking
me
anymore.
Too. I ain't
We're
gonna
just
lie. I've
sitting
been
there
in there for
talking,
a couple
having a
hours
good
myself.
time.
Like,
Yeah, but then you gotta like help mop in the Waffle House.
At my Waffle House, they ain't even mopping.
You gotta
So
help
why-
mop in there.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only
Be like, yo, you can wipe down the table before you leave.
The only reason I have, where I like or prefer IHOP is when they got the all-you-can-eat pancakes going. Like that's
the only time
a
to
reason-
go.
They gotta get rid of all the
Or
trash
it's
ones.
I'm with that.
the pancake day, whichever day that is.
Right. But otherwise,
No.
you can't beat them prices at Waffle House, bro.
You
They
can't.
just be giving the food away.
They don't have a dining room. That's why.
Hey,
you
they
eating
got
in the
sit-
kitchen.
Yo,
They-
you know what though?
Cool.
I
I'd rather
will
they
say
do it in front of me.
right here.
I will say
rather
there's an
them do
element
it
to
in
that
front
I
of
don't
me
mind. I don't mind
than be
because
in the
I see what you're
picking they
doing.
know.
I can watch you.
Right.
Like,
I'm not gonna
bro,
say I'm not mad at
that
that.
omelet fell, bro. Don't give me that. Like,
Right.
Right.
Like there's more
I'd
more
rather
concern for
see
them. Like this,
You gonna-
everybody.
I'm gonna watch them fuck up my
waffle.
waffle in front of me too. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
but
give
that's
me a
okay,
and
leg
then you
though.
can
waffle.
call it out.
man, you
Right.
know, you
That
can
shit
flip
come
that
out
waffle. That
toasty.
take a minute and 10 seconds, man. You good.
See, no. But here's the thing about
You don't
Waffle
have to
House.
worry about somebody coughing
When
on
you
it.
go to
and
Waffle
like,
House,
man, just
what
watch
meal
the
you
cough
tip-
on there?
When you eat at Waffle House, what meal are you typically eating? You typically
All-star
eat
breakfast.
breakfast,
Yo,
right?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I can eat
There's
breakfast
plenty
all
of
day
different
long,
options.
and I'd
But
be
they
fine.
might be breakfast, you might get a burger.
Meal like
Waffle House's burgers
breakfast
are
is not like
fire.
other meals.
Steak
Breakfast
is
has
kinda good,
timing.
too.
Waffle House steaks and
Bro, you
burgers
can eat
are
breakfast
fire.
any time of the day.
That's true. Too.
I understand. So the thing about Waffle House is breakfast has timing, right?
No.
So when somebody does something like they mess up your waffle, now you gotta wait an extra 10 minutes, but your eggs are already sitting in front of you
Oh,
getting
That
cold.
hasn't happened to me very often. Like I don't.
The
it's
grits
like,
start getting cold.
That can
You don't mess
happen
it up
at
because you put
IHOP.
it.
Right.
You put it in the thing.
That is
Just
not something
like
everywhere
You
everywhere
else.
lose
else.
the
Waffle
timing of the meal.
House.
You
Now
put
you
it in the
didn't
waffle
get done with
maker.
your
In
food.
that,
You
wa-
gotta
in that
grab
Waffle
it.
House, you just
Boom,
eat the
they
rest of
plop
you
it.
just
Talking.
eat
Plop
your
the waffle in
food while
front
you're
of you.
waiting for your waffle.
I've
Like,
never had a waffle messed up.
yeah, I don't think I've ever had a waffle
They
messed
put
up
it in the
either.
waffle.
I've had
maker
waffles
and
messed
flip it.
up.
Not at
How
Waffle
is it
House.
possible?
What it is I order my waffles light. I don't like them all toasty. Like I don't like them like Eggos. I like them light and fluffy.
Oh, so
But a
you
lot
trying
of
to be all
times they'll put them
specialty
in there.
with
They'll
it.
come out. There'll be some char marks on there. You can hold it.
Hard
It's like,
marks.
It'd be like bread sometimes at Waffle House.
And you're in
Come on,
Georgia. Like, I know you ain't going to a bad Waffle House.
Bro,
So this
You
must
know
be
bad
New York.
Waffle houses in Metro Atlanta. There might be some degraded, not so clean.
I've never
facilities
seen
out
a
here.
Waffle House with a grade lower than an A.
I don't think I've been to a Waffle House with an A before.
I have. All the ones
I
I've been
have
to
too.
have been an A.
That's that Kentucky stuff, man. They take care of their folks out there.
I don't even want to eat there.
Waffle House where?
I need a little dirt in my Waffle House.
He said if it's too clean.
If it's too clean, I'm cool. I don't want it. I like a little dirty Waffle House. Little character on it. That'd be the best Waffle House. Somebody, grandma.
Hey, the cook has to come from outside from just finishing his smoke break and go straight to the grill and start making your
cigarette.
food.
Straight with cigarette bread over my omelet. I love it. Yes, sir.
I can agree with that statement after about 4 drinks. I don't care what's going on at the Waffle House. After about 4 drinks, maybe 5.
I think I've had everything on IHOP or on Waffle House's menu except their pies. I think that's the only thing I've never had.
I think I've only had breakfast at Waffle House. I don't think I've eaten anything.
Yeah, Waffle House has pies.
You're making me hungry.
Oh hell.
And the pork chops. And if I'm real drunk, I order the pork chops with the breakfast.
I'm glad we have a decent number of people here assembled because there's been something I've been holding on to for a while. It's gaming related.
Okay.
And as we get closer to a point where coming soon we'll have our greatest consoles of all time tournament and polls posted and ready to go. But as we get closer to that, I do have a comment about a particular console. I have a comment about a console that, in my belief, is probably a little overrated and has serious love. A lot of people got love for this console.
Oh, I know where he's going.
A lot of people feel like, this is one of the best. It is one of the best, but I'm a firm believer that, for me, this is my hot take. So
Put your videos off
prepare.
now if you're easily outraged.
The PlayStation 2 is overrated. Oh!
I told you. I told you. I knew 100% where he was.
So, and this is not for clicking purposes. This ain't for.
I'm giving him the floor.
This ain't for the purposes of.
I can't be a part of this right now.
Just whatever.
I'm just letting him
This
talk.
is me being honest. I've thought about this. I thought about this for a long time. Coming from somebody who's owned. I had a PS2. I played a lot of games on the PS2. And for a long time, PS2 was
you got the floor, Reed. You got the floor.
The main console that I play games on. But I challenge most people of their remembrance of PlayStation 2. And a lot of hardcore people that play PlayStation 2. Name me anything that you absolutely loved on PS2 that isn't Grand Theft Auto, Madden, or Final Fantasy.
NBA Street.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is fine.
Def Jam.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is
NBA
great.
Street, baby.
Def Jam, those games fell onto other consoles.
Oh, what console were we playing it all on?
I don't, and for a matter of fact, so does Grand Theft Auto, and I don't even remember the shit.
They really shut their videos down.
Grand Theft Auto and Madden, that fell onto other consoles as well. But most people, when they think of PlayStation, Grand Theft Auto was great. And, it's always Grand Theft Auto. And a lot of people play this. That's where you played your sports games. Again, most highlighted at the time, of course, was Madden. And even then, the PlayStation 2 wasn't – the Final Fantasies on PlayStation 2 weren't the best Final Fantasies ever. Final Fantasy X was great, but it wasn't as good as 7 or 9 or 4 or 6. So it's kind of mid-tier Final Fantasy game, even though I loved it. It was one of the only ones I've ever beaten.
Yeah,
but
it's good.
PlayStation 2, the list of games that are on – unless you are hardcore
Oh my God.
I knew he was looking for something through that
unless
whole
you are
time.
hardcore
Yo.
like role-playing game person or super into Grand Theft Auto,
This poll's gonna hurt your heart then.
look, It's fine. But I think people. The PlayStation 2 is a serious rose-colored glasses system for a lot of people, because you don't remember what you think you remember about the PlayStation 2. A lot of people, in my personal opinion.
If I can interject for a second.
Oh, please do.
So my very, 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 very clear memory of PS2 was that the games were really, and I'm not saying, I'm just saying, the games were better on N64. However, the games were also more expensive on N64.
They were.
This is the
Games were
console.
better on N64.
This man has one.
Games were like 70. I don't know if y'all remember
Why
that.
do you
Games were
have
like
that?
$70, $75.
Why would I not have the greatest console of all time?
You mean the Super
wouldn't you have
Nintendo?
this?
Why would you not have a Super Nintendo?
Why
I don't know why you
wouldn't I
wouldn't have the
a
greatest console of all
PlayStation 2?
time.
This is
He
the
still got his.
greatest
Is that the console?
Yes,
That
yes,
is a
this the
console.
That man still got his PS2.
He said the
This
greatest
will
console of
never
all time,
die.
but he's not holding a Super Nintendo, so I don't know what that's about.
Isn't that Nintendo
I'll go get the most underrated console of the time if we're gonna do those.
GameCube.
too.
I pulled the Dreamcast out. You want to talk about underrated?
Yeah, the Dreamcast. Not no
The
GameCube. GameCube is not
GameCube.
the most underrated console.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is. GameCube
Yes, it
is.
is.
No.
Literally, your reaction alone tells me it is.
No.
Right.
The Dreamcast is.
No,
No, the
Dreamcast wasn't
Dreamcast was
underrated.
The most
Dreamcast wasn't underrated.
I don't
It was
think the
great
Dreamcast
for
was
what it
underrated.
was
Dreamcast
at
does
its
not
time.
get the
It was
recognition
before
that it
its
deserves.
time.
No, the
It was just
Dreamcast.
before its
The
time.
Dreamcast is recognized. It's just it had a short lifespan because of how things went down, and it was heavily
Y'all really
pirated.
loving up
Nobody
on the GameCube
underrated.
too much.
The Dreamcast was fire, and anybody who you
Right,
ask will
it
tell
was
you
great.
the Dreamcast was fired. Like
We're
they're
not denying,
aware
nobody
of it.
denies the Dreamcast was ever great. That's why it's not underrated.
GameCube is heavily underrated.
Your
No.
reaction
No, the
tells
GameCube
me
is
it's
not
underrated.
GameCube
Yes.
was kind of trizash, and I'm gonna just say it.
No,
Not even kinda.
Here we go.
What?
Here we
The,
go.
the little
Why?
mini discs, the little
Why?
whack ass controller.
So this is
So
Maybe
yes,
just
but that's the
fire,
controller
though.
that pro gamers use now
Correct.
to play fighting
Pro
game
gamers
tournaments
use
on Nintendo.
GameCube controller.
use a GameCube
So talk
controller.
about that controller. Again.
There's a reason for that.
What pro gamers are playing Nintendo?
They're not playing. They're using the. All right.
When they
Okay,
play these
I'm no longer
tournaments,
in the
argument.
these fighting game tournaments,
He's on his own.
Let me hear that
He's
part.
saying
these
all
Smash
that.
these Smash tournaments, they're using GameCube controllers.
Yeah, but like, come on,
promise
that's
you.
Smash, bro.
That's not the point.
That's
You
not-
asked
that's
me.
what-
You asked the
I'm
question,
giving you an
called
answer
it
to the
trash.
question. I'm giving
an
it.
answer, and, it's
And the
not
Switch,
good enough for you.
the
It's not
Switch
my
controller,
problem.
the Switch controller is better than the GameCube controller anyway.
That's different. Yes, of course, because the
Yes,
Pro controller is designed like an Xbox controller.
Because we're
I'm
talking
aware of
about
that.
an underrated
But-
console. We're not talking about a
but
console that is
The
riveted as possibly
GameCube.
the
Don't
best.
forget the GameCube had that original
That
offset.
big ass A button, the C
Offset.
button with the directional, and
The GameCube started the offset thumbstick controller design that Microsoft perfected. Let's not forget that.
Whoops.
So Nintendo got that ball rolling.
yeah, but then it was
Microsoft-
ass because of the way they designed the four main buttons, the A, B, X, Y. They
It's not my fault your thumbs are too big to press the buttons, bro. Get
It
smaller
was a different
thumbs.
design. I will. It's not. It wasn't normal.
That
But
different.
At the
the
same
big ass
time,
A button
very underrated. That's because
And the-
most things.
and the trigger
that's
buttons
what
were terrible for shooters.
nobody was playing shooters
Nobody's
on
playing
GameCube. Stop it.
shooters on GameCube.
Again, why GameCube is
Stop
trizash.
it. Stop it.
Which is why we go back to why the PlayStation 2 is the greatest console of all time.
Shooters on PlayStation were trash too, and they still
Yeah,
are.
so let's talk about
Shooters are definitely
Compared to
that
what
face.
other system at that time?
Xbox.
Xbox.
No,
Because
the
don't
PlayStation
forget that
2 was out
Xbox-
before Xbox.
I'm
It
gonna
was
go
out
ahead and say
before.
it.
And then
I'm going to
Xbox
say
came
X-
through
the
and
Xbox
showed,
360.
and showed
It's the
PlayStation.
greatest
So
how-
console
okay,
of all
listen,
time.
no, but hear me out. We all say the PlayStation 2 is the greatest console, but
Ooh.
that was always with the
I didn't say that.
stipulation. That was always with the
I didn't say
stipulation
that
before Microsoft entered the game. That's
Okay.
always been the case. So when we talk about the PlayStation 2 being the best console for shooters, obviously we're also talking about that was before Microsoft entered the game.
Nobody else had a shooting. Nobody else was doing that anyway.
Which is why everybody went to PlayStation. Which is why
There-
it's
There
also
was
the
no.
greatest console.
That's
of
the
all
thing.
time.
There was no going to.
And I mean, you had shooters on N64. They were just heavily pixelated.
Every gamer of all
And
time had a
all-
PlayStation 2.
Absolutely.
N64
I'm not
shooters.
gonna argue it. That's a
And
fact.
then
If you
That's
look
a fact.
at
That's not
GoldenEye,
rap.
you look at Turok, you look at Perfect Dark, those games were lit. They're trash now if you go back and play them.
Oh, of course, they're terrible. GoldenEye
But
is terrible. Most people think
that's all terrible.
talk about GoldenEye. GoldenEye is trash if you go back and play it now.
If you play it now, it's terrible.
Oh, I was about to say, if you play it now, overall, like, no.
And back then,
it was fire.
Boy.
Now it's trash. It does not hold up. That's why Halo is so great, because you go back and play Halo now, you're like, oh, this is still good.
I don't know, because I was playing that shit. I tried playing Halo the other day. I'm like,
you have to readjust because there's no ADS.
That's the whole thing. And then the aim, the damn ADS button is the grenade button. So now you trying to aim down naturally, and you throwing grenades. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's an adjustment you have to.
So
make
for like the first 1 or 2 levels, you getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, but once you make the adjustment, you can go back and play through it. You can't. When you go back and play GoldenEye, you're not gonna make it through the first level. Make
it through the first level, you ain't gonna make it past the start screen.
You're like, I'm not playing this.
I went back and played Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is ass too.
Yeah, those games didn't hold up.
But it was playable a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Because Perfect Dark actually was better than GoldenEye, but so it probably holds up a little bit.
GoldenEye was like way more popular though.
N64 was the multiplayer console. Like GoldenEye, the wrestling games, Mario Kart, Mario Party.
But I'm gonna say this: aside from the one issue we all know about, the Xbox 360, in my opinion, is the greatest console of all time.
PS3 had those same problems.
Because if it wasn't for the red ring and having to buy 3-4 consoles, that's the shit right there.
360 is definitely in the conversation. It's up there with Super.
It had everything.
Let's not forget that Nintendo also got the triggers, got the ball rolling on triggers as well.
360 probably three for me.
That stupid ass Z button.
And I'm like, even before that, because remember, the Super Nintendo added the top.
They had the shoulder buttons.
Had the top
so
shoulder buttons.
Before we even get there, which y'all think is gonna win the console thing? We're gonna post
Good question. What do I think is gonna win, or what do I want to win? Because that's two different questions.
I really think the PlayStation 2 is gonna win.
PlayStation 2 is gonna win because people have rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo's a sleeper. The Super Nintendo is a sleeper.
Will probably they'll battle it out.
I think it's gonna be the N64 and the PS2 neck and neck.
Yes, sir.
One, because of nostalgia, but two, because they were actually just excellent systems.
Fortunately, they're in the same bracket, so
yeah, I was about to say I didn't think that was gonna happen.
They're on the same.
You might have to put them on opposite sides.
That's not gonna happen because Super Nintendo is the other 1 seed. To PS.
I strongly disagree with that, but we'll have to address that privately, huh?
I already addressed which console I had an issue with.
You can disagree. It's fine. You can address it. The Super Nintendo is Nintendo's greatest console, and the Switch is about to take that soon.
So when people argue to me, if people arguably will say that Mario 64 is the greatest game of all time,
it's not.
It is.
It's not.
We've done this already. San Andreas won this, so let's not do it.
It's not.
Super Mario. Galaxy is better than Mario 64.
They got the blueprint from Mario 64.
Well, of course it did. Mario 64 set the blueprint.
Every Mario game now draws the blueprint from Mario 64.
Of course it does, but that doesn't make it the best one. Look, Halo.
I'd still rather play Super Mario World anyway.
I'd play Mario 3 before Super Mario World.
You could make that argument, but both those games are better Mario games than Mario 64.
No.
Absolutely it is. Mario 64 just revolutionized what we knew about 3D, what we could do with 3D adventure games.
Yep.
It's not the best Mario game. There are better. Mario Odyssey is better than Mario 64, but you wouldn't know that. Because you have
Mario Odyssey is fantastic.
Mario Odyssey is arguably the best Mario
that is a game.
Period.
That is Super Mario 64, but like what you would hopefully envision it to
Correct.
be.
It's not like Galaxy where it's out in space.
No, it is literally
on the ground, going through cities, worlds. It is everything you remember about Mario 64.
And they added different mechanics, different little kind of niche things that are going around that you can do differently as Mario.
When you eventually get around to playing Mario Odyssey, we'll revisit this conversation and you will concede.
Like that.
So while we're on the topic of Mario and Nintendo, have y'all heard anything about this Switch Pro rumor that's happening?
Glad you mentioned that.
happening.
I mean, me and Dash talked about this on Flash and Dash, and
It's coming.
it's coming. It's in the works. They've
Is
confirmed
there
that.
a pending date or a pending month or?
No,
We're go-
it'll be sometime next year.
Sometime
Okay.
next year.
It'll
Probably
be
we
sometime
think
next year.
end of March, early
Probably
April.
end of March, early
speculation.
April. That's our speculation. It'll probably be something like a Switch Plus name, if you wanted my guess, as opposed to a title, because Pro is too in line with what Sony and Microsoft does. So expect it to be like Switch Plus or something silly like that. You know, Nintendo has these funky names. for things.
Lighthearted type shit.
Right. So yes, and then it'll probably have 4K capability for when it's docked or whatever. So yeah. And if they fix the Joy-Con thumbstick issue, even better. They'll get people to buy back into this.
What is with consoles having these issues with the sticks? Because the same thing happens on Xbox.
Same thing happens
my
with
Xbox.
all games, or all controllers. At some point, it's just how if you open your controller, if you've ever opened it up, you'll see the engineering fault that it's there, but just the way that controllers are made, they haven't found a way to get away from that.
Yeah, some companies have those technical problems that happen over time, like this Nintendo with this drift issue with the thumbsticks. I've never really had issues like that with my Xbox controllers.
So it just depends on how
shout out Microsoft.
play your
The
controller.
Xbox controller is the best controller ever made. Period. In the story, I don't want to hear nothing about no Sony controllers. Let's not do that.
You ain't getting an argument from me there.
I didn't say you were going to.
Anybody
I just meant in general.
right now.
The Xbox controller is flawless. There ain't no fault. It works perfectly with any type of game you playing. It's perfect for shooters. Like, hands down, there ain't no question about it. Like, it's just look, everybody got theirs on deck. Join is just it's flawless. It's perfect. They've perfected the offset stick design, and I'm sure Sony's kicking themselves for it, because if you've been playing with an off stick set, and even like whether it's an Xbox or a Nintendo Pro controller, or even the Switch has offset, even the playing the Switch in handheld mode, the sticks are offset, and you go back to playing on a Sony controller, it is awkward.
It feels weird
because mentally the Xbox controller was designed because it tells your brain, because therapists, psych people have said that the off-stick thumb design distinctively tells your brain that your two fingers are doing something completely different. The Sony controller, the thumbsticks are so close together in a very, the surface area that they
feel
cover.
like they have to mirror one another.
Exactly. Your brain is confused about how it's supposed to, because it's too close together. And like Dre said, it's like they're supposed to be doing the same thing because it's so close together. And Microsoft, like I said, Nintendo, they've perfected this where the offset thumbstick design is perfect. It's so like, I can't even put, and I'm not saying the DualShock controller is trash, but because, that thumbstick, shout out to Sony for making the thumbsticks what we know as being great, right? So they really got the ball rolling on that. They
got a nice feel to them. It's just in the wrong spots.
Right, with the original DualShock controller. It wasn't until the Xbox came along we're like, oh, this is okay. And you played Halo, you were like,
he was like, oh, this
okay,
is
like
this is hot. Even if your hands were small, you was like, I can.
And then the 360 controller came out. That was it. The 360 controller
was
the 360 controller is a perfect controller,
hands down.
Hands down.
Probably the best controller ever made, no question. Unless you talk to an absolute, Sony elitist.
And I don't know if y'all remember with the original Xbox when they upgraded the controllers into the design that eventually became the Xbox. That mini controller that they had with the original Xbox, that was a wonderful controller.
I love the mini little some of the third-party ones too, like the Mad Cats and shit. They ain't last.
I'm thinking I might try to find one like that now. The way they used to.
They got smaller ones that are compatible with.
Nice.
The Xbox controller is too good, bro. It's too good. Just saying. Just in case anybody had any questions about it.
I'm looking to see what these Xbox, the Series X controllers do.
They have the only major difference with them now is the D-pad it looks more like a fight
Elite
pad.
Yeah, it's
It
cleaned
looks
up a
more
little
like
bit.
they just cleaned it up.
We got an extra button in the middle now too, huh?
No, I think they're just.
Yeah, there's an extra button. If I'm not
Is
mistaken.
it for the what for profiles?
Something like that. I haven't read too much on what it is, what it's for. But I've seen that, like I've seen photos, and I see one little extra button right in smack in the middle of the controller between the menu and the. I just call them start select. Those buttons are start select. On the Xbox controller, you can say menu, you can say whatever you want. I say start and select.
Yeah, I say start and select. I mean, that's old school though. That's old. Like it's always gonna be start and select for us.
Basically,
I don't know if you can see it, but
yeah, there you go. See,
yeah, it's got a little.
Yeah, but that's what I think. I think it might be like
that's like a share button or something, or like a
it is a share button. It is.
I need that. I need
like that
share button, and I need an Elite 2 controller. So if anybody wants to, donations, I'm taking donations.
We got to set up the Patreon.
Set up a Patreon for me specifically. It'll be for the group, but we can stay. The initial run will be for me to get a Elite 2 controller. Yo, games are great. Yo, who's on y'all Mount Rushmore for games? I mean, I know we got a wide range of ages here, and we all know we have these Mount Rushmore discussions for Mount Rushmore for sports guys, for NFL players, and the Mount Rushmore NBA guys and whatever. But
I'll start off with that one.
There's a right and wrong. There's a right answer. There's a wrong answer.
Right, so I got.
There's no wrong answers, but there's a right answer.
I got Mario 3.
Good. No, well, it could just be character. It's not necessarily like
a game.
Games.
Just
the Mount Rushmore.
A figurehead.
I wasn't specific. Figures, because it could be a Mount Rushmore or anything. But yes, figurehead.
Let's do that then. Let's do Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Master Chief.
Master Chief is gonna be on a lot of
good answer
here.
Let's do Solid Snake.
Wow.
Oh, that's a great one.
I like it. It's unexpected.
And I'm
unexpected?
The fourth one's the hard one because there's a few names that are circling around in my head.
The fourth one's always its hardest one.
But I'm gonna because I'm trying to cling on to one title.
Price.
Mine is easy. I've thought about this.
Price.
So what I'm gonna do, and this is a little controversial, I'm gonna put John Madden's head up there.
What?
Oh.
So let's do that.
I wish there was a mute button. Like we was on around the horn.
10 second mute.
Man, I gotta get that audio mixer.
Just to represent the sports games in general, but Madden in general is cool. It's just they've gotten trashed recently, but in general,
I mean,
it's cool.
The past,
he knows recently means.
Recently is different for me because I'm a lot older, so
years. I mean, I played all the Maddens back in the 90s, but still, like the past 12 years, Madden has not been.
But the quality of the game doesn't take away from how iconic the game is.
It's iconic because all other football games dropped off, and it's the only one still standing.
Here we are.
But really, 2K football is more iconic than Madden because of the way that everyone talks about it.
I'd say 2K basketball.
But for a Mount Rushmore of gaming. That's what we talking about.
I'm not talking about for Mount Rushmore. I'm just talking about
he just meant
games.
in general.
Yeah.
2K football is undefeated.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about them for Mount Rushmore.
All right, that's a interesting
what you got?
It is. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you say.
Yeah. To be honest, Madden.
I'm about to be like
right. That's why I said curious.
That's why I need the left field answer because I know that's what you're coming with.
I got one.
All right, I got you. Now, granted, Mario and Master Chief are up there. I can't not put them up there.
Right.
Number 3, CJ.
Bro, you took my answer.
Yes, sir. Definitely
took my.
How you not gonna have CJ on there?
Gotta have CJ on there. You took my. I ain't even gotta go no more. You got.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
And I've already said my fourth one is Price from Call of Duty. Like he's.
Oh well, never mind. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
he's going on here.
He's a 4-1 Price. People, for some reason, people always get hyped when we were playing whatchamacallit, Warzone, and the Cold War, Warzone thing happened, and you saw Price and all those other people start popping back up. Everyone was like, everyone's getting hyped. Price is on the list.
All right,
get off my lawn.
Before you finish the list,
No, that's 4 right there.
He did.
Y'all all right. Y'all gonna take my game record away, but I gotta stop pretending. Who the hell is Master Chief?
It's the Halo nigga, man.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm not even mad at you.
I'm like,
you don't play
I'm
Halo.
like,
It's the
yeah.
Halo nigga.
I'm like,
Not
all
even mad
right,
at you.
cool, Master Chief. Who the fuck is Master Chief?
I'm not even mad at you for that.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Oh, no, he's fast.
You get a
I've
pass
never
for that.
played. I told you I've never played Halo.
Wait a minute, but Aaron, you've watched all of our podcasts. We've explained it. Ree had the helmet on a podcast. Oh wait, was that Flash and Dash though?
It was.
Oh,
There
okay,
you
that was
go.
a Flash and Dash that he had the helmet on.
Well,
You
now
get a
you know.
pass, man. That's
It's the
fine.
nigga from Halo.
I need to hear yours because yours about. I know your shit is gonna be off the wall.
No, it's really not. It's not gonna be.
I'm sure it is.
This doesn't even count. But all right, CJ's in mine for sure. But
Y'all saying.
I'm struggling with characters because this is like low key cheating because it's not a character. Because I'm thinking. Does
Think wrong,
Pac-Man
think
even
wrong.
count?
Does Pac-Man
Of course
count?
it does.
Of course.
Yes. Pac-Man
But
does.
Pac-Man's probably on the Mount. Not probably.
Okay.
If Pac-Man
That's
counts,
fair.
Pac-Man's on the Mount Rushmore.
Good man. Of course it
That's
counts.
We're not gonna argue with that one.
Mm. All right, I got CJ and Pac-Man.
This is
I'm
great.
struggling.
This
I'm
is
struggling to.
It's gonna be 5 different lists.
I'm not gonna throw Mario on there.
Shit, I might disqualify
I might
him for
go-
not having him on there.
I think I'm all right.
I'm gonna put Crash
This
Bandicoot on
it's
there.
not even a character, but I just have to say him because whoever said Madden, but we're gonna just get specific and give me Michael Vick from 04. That's not
Hey,
a
bro.
game
That's
character.
fair.
but
You
I
can
am
put
just
Michael
taking-
Vick on
I'm
there
just
like
taking
that.
04
Yeah.
Vick.
With the way that you stated that, that's actually a fine
Yeah,
Like-
fine
makes
reasoning.
sense.
Give me
You can
that.
do
And then my last one, it's a toss up. We gonna kind of split them half face and half face with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I can't choose
Wow.
either one.
Okay.
Either
Not
one
even-
for me. Probably.
I mean, I'm more
Scorpion
partial
kinda
to Sub-Zero, but
a
okay.
tad
Me
edge
too.
for me, but I can't pick. And then Link is like he on the back because that's my guy.
Not mad at you.
Shit,
I
these
knew
answers
Ree
make
would-
me
I knew
want
Ree
to change
would
my
like that.
answer.
Aaron's close to having the right answer, by the way. But anyway, what you got, Dash?
The right.
I have.
I'm just saying.
I still got Mario. I
That's the
still
right
got.
answer.
still
I mean,
got
I know
Master
Mario's
Chief.
on.
There's
Ain't
no
no right
wrong-
answer to this.
There's
Fuck
no
outta
wrong
here.
answer.
I
but
have
there is a right answer.
CJ. I have
Before-
CJ, and I got Pikachu.
Ooh, I've heard that
Pikachu.
before, and I'm
I like
glad you
Pikachu.
mentioned that. He's not on mine, but that's
But before
actually
you go, let's throw that out. That Mario's he's on Mount Rushmore. It's just
yes.
put him up there. But he's
Yeah.
but
We've
everyone
established that.
knows Mario.
So then,
is
can we
like
take Mario off and
No.
give the
That's
rest?
why I didn't say him.
Like,
That's why it's
I didn't
Mount
say Mario.
Rushmore.
Like, we know,
No.
like, we know he's up there.
that's the
Like,
point.
We know
Yeah,
Whether
but
it's just
Pikachu
figuring out the
definitely
other
on my
3.
shit. Pikachu definitely on my shit.
That's a
Period.
good
like
one.
when you do a
I'm-
basketball
that's-
Mount Rushmore, everyone knows like Kobe's already up there. Like,
He had to work that in there.
He said Kobe. Oh my goodness, that's fair. I'm not
He's
gonna.
not lying, but we knew he was gonna go there.
Collectively, we've got what
go.
probably is the right answer. Now, I have the right answer in that,
All right.
but there's
I
no
see the
wrong
right
answer. Everybody's answer was
This about to be some bullshit.
everybody's
Yeah.
answer was good.
Brace yourselves, fellas.
I can smell
Mine
it.
is just right. So here we
Uh-huh.
go. But we almost had it. We collectively we almost got it right. Here's mine, and for me it's the right answer. Mario, Link, Sonic.
Sonic?
I didn't want to put Sonic up there.
Sonic
bro.
is not there. Sorry.
I don't want to put
I'm
Sonic.
sorry.
I wanted to put
At a
Sonic,
time,
but
But see,
Mario-
here's the
the
thing.
franchise, the whole
Sonic
franchise
as a character is great, but everyone
First of
didn't
all-
love all the games. That's the
That's not
problem.
Yeah, the
Sonic
franchise
as a
as a whole
character
fell off a
is
long
epic.
time ago.
It is still running. They just made a movie and it was good. it wasn't even trash.
But the thing is, like
So-
Mario has had no type of break, and the reason I'm bringing up Mario is because Mario and Sonic basically grew up together in a sense. So Mario has had no type of break. Sonic had a break, like they stopped making
Well,
the video games.
I mean,
The
they didn't
TV
stop,
shows
just a lot
stopped
of them
being
were
made.
trash.
Like it was decades, and then a movie popped up. Like,
I
it's
mean,
not.
they didn't stop making games. A lot of them were just trash.
No, they've been making
There's a difference.
that's the whole thing. Is they made a lot of trash games.
But as a property,
Sonic Racing.
those Sonic Racing games are actually good. The Sonic All-Stars Racing games are actually good.
They're not Mario good.
Of course, that's not even fair. That's not even fair.
As I'm saying, if there's a standard, you either meet or beat the standard. But you don't play under the standard and then play in the same game.
Let it go.
Sonic was
Let it go on.
Sonic as a property has been up there.
So we watching the playoffs now. I gotta ask y'all, man. Does the NBA keep it in the bubble for next year?
No.
You know
they can't.
You know they ain't trying to do that.
Players can't be in a bubble for that long. Especially if the season starts in December around Christmas time, like they say, they can't be in there from December till August or July.
Because I'm like, maybe they get a month or two off and then they just go back to it.
All-Star break would have to be like a month off.
And then
Literally,
what happens after that, though? Like,
when are they trying to quote unquote start the new season?
December around Christmas.
December, something. Yeah.
This is
Like, I think Christmas Day, if not Christmas Eve, would be like the opening tip-off.
This is a shit show.
Because the draft is now been pushed back to October, I think.
Yeah.
that makes sense, I guess. Because they haven't gone through any of the process.
This year has been trash for real.
It's been wild.
You know, this draft class that's coming up is going to be trashed.
I don't know. Because actually, scouts have had even more time to look at film from all of them.
But that Final Four tournament is typically what slides a lot of guys up and down draft boards. In the
Also
NBA.
true.
A lot of guys
make it to the Final
in that
Four.
tournament.
But there's some guys, and you also got to think a lot of the top players, didn't even play college.
Yeah, tournament time don't really affect the top 5-ish, but from like
but it could get some other guys up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing: the tournament
5 to
helps
20.
someone like Carson Edwards, who's the point guard at Purdue. Like, we drafted him. Without the tournament, he probably wouldn't have been drafted where he was drafted if he had been drafted at all. And in a sense, he probably still would have been drafted, but you get what I'm saying. But the tournament, even though Duke lost, it did not affect Zion and RJ Barrett whatsoever.
No, of course not.
So that's the thing. It's not. I mean, it sucks that we didn't have a March Madness tournament, but it didn't really affect those top.
Biggest tournament.
Or Cam Reddish, don't leave my boy out.
Kimba went from like being a late first round pick to a top 10 pick because of the tournament run he had. So
See?
His running was obviously sick.
That step back is legendary.
He lost it. No. As soon as he went to Boston, it just disappeared.
Yikes.
He just stepped his ass back out that city.
I'm not gonna fall for the trap. I'm not gonna fall for the trap.
So if the NBA is not in the bubble next year, what do they have fans or they just go back to
They
their
just
regular?
do just like what the NFL's doing. They do there are two options I've heard.
Fans, man.
They can do just like what the NFL's doing. Just have you go to the stadium, but there are no fans in the stadium. The other thing they've also thought about doing is like basically revamping the schedule so that a lot of your games. So like I'll take Boston for example. When Boston has a lot of Western or games on the West Coast, so like they would play at Staples, but while they're at Staples for a stretch of time, they're playing the Lakers, they're playing the Clippers, they'll play the Warriors, like all those teams in that area. They'll all come down to that one area and they all play in that one stadium. So if you go to Texas, you're playing the Rockets, you're playing the Thunder, you're playing the Spurs, and you just play them all like that. So you just go to there's a stadium that would be centralized, and teams in that area, teams in that region will go there. You all play one another.
And you're saying with no fans?
Yeah, still with no fans. That's just what I've heard. I don't know what they're obviously going to end up doing, but those are the two things that they say.
I'd probably prefer that over anything else.
Have we reached a point where there are a lot of things that will never go back to how they were before?
Movie theaters.
And I say that movie theaters potentially, but I think about stuff like Six Flags.
Yeah,
are you pressed to go back to an amusement park? Like,
yeah, you gonna need reservations and timing and things like that. Like
do you even knowing what you know now?
Yeah.
Do you even want to go back to an amusement park?
It depends, because here's the thing. A lot of people don't go to Disney World because they want to go to Disney World. People just go because they feel like my kid has to go to Disney World at some point in their life.
Yeah.
So that's why they.
But,
so like for us, like as we got older, we never went to Disney World. We would go to Universal Studios.
No, but you go stuff like Six Flags because you want to go. You go for rides, roller coasters, not just for experience.
So
like,
for
go
the,
to
so
Six
I mean,
Flags,
but then
right?
again, it's that. So you kind of just answer your own question. Like for the younger people, yeah, they're still gonna go because that's like a hangout spot.
Are they?
But for older people,
Is it?
no, they're not gonna. Yeah, it's a.
I
thrill.
want to know what the whole thing is. So I have actually kind of have a little bit of an inside track on it. I got a buddy that went to Six Flags over Georgia a couple weeks back, and basically,
Really?
you got to buy the ticket. You got to buy the tickets in advance. You can't just roll up and buy tickets.
Right.
You got to buy tickets in advance because they have to control the amount of people that are in the park.
Right.
And then because of that, the lines are stupid long because they have all these sanitizing practices that they have to follow now. So now you got to spray down rides and wipe them down.
Sound fun.
No, that does not sound fun at all.
It
There's
changes the
nothing-
experience. This is changing the experience.
I'm not for that. Like I'm like
I don't even like roller coasters with me, so I'm cool.
I'm big on roller coasters. I love them.
I used to be, but I got older, and then I should give me motion sickness now.
Now it's just.
But I have the Falcons now, so I don't need roller coasters.
Amusement parks
Talk
are
about
like
ups and downs.
She don't need to ride roller coasters.
I'm scared of heights, so like me and roller coasters ain't.
There's so many things now that I think about. I'm like, I don't think I could do that again. Like there's just so many things that I'm like, I don't want to go back to normal. I just like, I'm good on that.
I think the biggest thing with COVID is going to be the use of cash.
Ugh.
I think I think as the longer this drags out, the more that dies out. Because I just think about how disgusting cash is in the first place.
Right.
Without
Money was
factoring in
disgusting
COVID. Like,
before.
I'm not sitting there, what, am I going to wash my change when I get change? Like, that don't make no damn sense. All
Wash
that
my change when I get changed.
You don't know who to
That's
call to
what it
sneeze, especially you go to a fast food restaurant
Ugh.
and they give you change back. That's like the most disgusting shit you've touched in like weeks.
You know, some of them dollars, you know, they got some homeless people out there.
Yeah, bro. You don't know whose nuts this stuff been on. And,
like, you don't know.
That's
See,
how
you're
the
the
main one in this
the
group that frequents
virus
strip
in the
clubs.
division.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not throwing. It's the metal I'm worried about. Ain't nobody throwing nickels at strippers. Not since 2004, at least.
And usually, if you're in a strip club, you're not like.
No, I'm talking about dollar
So-
bills in that sense. I'm not talking about change.
But you're throwing them. You're not picking.
Well, you
them
gotta
up.
remember, like
Unless he in there
COVID.
stripping. Hey,
COVID
you in there
last-
stripping, nigga?
COVID can survive on metal surfaces,
Yeah,
allegedly.
for a few days.
You know what though?
But it's not surviving on paper. Paper's just regular nasty paper.
But we're just talking about nastiness in general.
Yeah,
For-
I'm cool with paper bills still. It's the change that's my concern. You know what I'm saying?
For them strip clubs, I gotta imagine there's a part of me that believes that, you know, the girls, the dancers that are less attractive, having to wear a mask, this might help their business out a little bit.
The dancer's
I'm
gonna
not
lean
going
up
into
on
that
you.
conversation.
They're gonna lean up on you, whisper in your ear.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
because you don't know,
And I'm gonna
like
say
she,
yes.
she got a mask on. It's funny because
How
guys
much
that
you
are out,
need, man?
guys that are out there like that, you know, like everybody is that's on the market, if you will. Your first judgment of a person now is like
Bruh.
their eyes.
Shannon Sharp
Yeah.
is wrong for this. I don't know if he made it
Here
or
we
not,
go.
but he just posted on Instagram.
Oh shoot,
Of course, he didn't make
Wow.
that. First of all,
that was quick.
And now you judging people by how good their eyes look. Like, man, she got some nice eyes. You got nothing else to
Might
go
work
off
out.
of on first impression.
Might work out.
I got experienced in this. First of all,
Oh,
I tried to shoot my shot at a girl with a mask on, and she was like, "You don't even know how my teeth look." I said, "I can get you some veneers. We be all right."
wow.
Wait,
don't
she
even
brought
matter.
she brought that up?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
She's like, "Why are you trying to talk to me? You don't even know how I look. You can just see my eyes and like half of my nose." I'm like, "I can tell." You look good.
The honest to goodness truth is you can't though.
I mean, you
No.
kind of can, though, if we
Things
be
under that
honest.
mask be hella different than you think it's gonna be.
I mean, I'm not asking her to marry me, so shit.
I
Like,
feel
if,
you. I
if I
feel you.
don't like it once the mask off, I can easily be like, I'm out of here. But
Yeah, I'm out of here.
that skin
Out of
I
sight.
saw the skin, and the skin was nice from here to here. I said, oh yeah, that looks like something I need.
How many drinks did you have in you before you went up
Oh.
and said something to her?
None. I was sober, sir. Thank you very much.
That's another place. Are people like running back to the strip club?
No, but they're running back to the
they
bars.
People are.
I ain't been back. I ain't been back yet. I ain't been anywhere though. But my
Hey,
situation.
they probably called C. They probably like, yo, C, you know
what's
we
up, man?
open,
You
right?
okay?
Where you at? Like, we got your booth and everything ready. Like,
I've gotten some calls.
Oh my god.
we miss you. Are you all right?
my-
Like, we just want to do a hospitality check. Make sure you good, bro.
A wellness check.
My personal situation is a little bit different because I got littles and my wife was pregnant. She just had the baby, by the way, and
Yep. Congratulate that man.
so now I got the little baby in the house. So it makes my situation with going out and reestablishing my foothold in the social world and being out in the open and being out in the public a little bit different. And I take different things into consideration now because that exposure could mean, that it could mean very, very serious situations for someone that I love as opposed to me, who I'm not obviously not as worried about, but I don't want to go right now.
He's 100% right. And for somebody like me, it shit don't affect me because I don't go nowhere anyway. I ain't go nowhere before.
That's true.
I didn't go nowhere 20 years ago. I didn't go nowhere when I was in my 20s and had the freedom of wealth to go anywhere I wanted to. I still didn't want to go. I was home playing Call of Duty Black Ops. Courtney will tell you, I was home playing games, bro. I am the quintessential, like, man, I know where he's at, dude.
How many wings did you have on that plate?
12.
Jesus.
All that to wake up 126.
I hate it, bro. Hate it, bro.
I'm in the same boat. So, I'm talking. I mean, oatmeal cream pies and chips, and y'all done made me hungry. All
Got
this
chocolate.
I'm
over
hungry
here.
right now.
Damn.
Like,
You had a
we talking about
45
fast
pound
food and
You'd weigh 47 pounds.
God.
Bro, I would want to drive to Rally's
Nah,
right now and
fair.
just get me their fry lovers size fry. Like,
why'd you do that when McDonald's is closer and they're better?
Right.
McDonald's is closer.
Yikes.
My
You know where I
McDonald's
live?
closer.
Actually, you might not have a McDonald's.
If we slide it,
No, there are two
was thinking about
McDonald's. Oh,
something
no, there are
else.
three
We slide it
McDonald's
back
right
into
from
the
my house.
subject of
One to
food.
the left, one to the right, one straight in front of the.
Just
of the
based off
neighborhood.
numbers, McDonald's is probably closer. Just because there's so many.
Yo, since we sliding back into the subject of food, what's your go-to sandwich at the crib?
At the crib?
At the
Yeah.
crib?
How you fix your sandwich at home? Like your favorite sandwich at home?
Fried bologna and cheese, baby.
Okay.
Turkey, mayonnaise, maybe some mustard.
Little bologna and peanut butter action.
Bologna.
That's good
What
too.
is happening?
I guess I'm a little.
What
I
are
must
these
be bougie with
broke-ass
my
sandwiches
sandwich then.
Broke man
You
sandwich.
said go to, not. I got
No,
45 minutes to make
No.
a sandwich.
Go even for me.
bologna, like
Even for me, go to. I'm making a sub. Like straight up. I'm going in.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
getting some
Eat
sub
fresh.
bread. I'm getting ham. I'm getting pepperoni. I'm getting bacon. I'm
Pepperoni?
getting lettuce,
Italian?
tomato. I'm putting all this
Jesus
on
Christ,
my
bro.
sub bread.
This is my kind of guy.
When I want a sandwich, I want a sandwich. Like,
My kind of stack it up. You gotta stack it up at the crib. That's the
Well,
whole thing
making-
is when you at the
that's not
crib.
a
I'm talking about the
go-to.
Scooby-Doo sandwich you make at the
no,
crib.
like fried bologna. I love
that's
fried
not a
bologna
go-to.
sandwiches, but
Who's
that's not a
making
go-to for me
bacon
because
for
I just don't have
sandwiches?
bologna at the house like that.
You can make
So-
You got pepperoni
So-
at the house.
Yes,
Got
yes, I
pepperoni,
do.
Bacon
Yes,
and sub sandwiches?
yes.
Yeah, you can put bacon in a sandwich.
Because you cook bacon with other stuff, so you always got bacon at the house. For me, I like putting pepperoni in
Yes,
my
I'm saying,
salads,
but
and I make
I'm
pizzas when I'm at the
saying
house, so I always
it's
got
cheese,
pepperoni.
It's 12:30. You about to go make a sandwich. You're not making no bacon, bro. Like, you're not making no
You-
bacon.
You might just throw two little strips real quick
Honestly,
When you make a
On the
sandwich,
stove.
it's-
So all you gotta do is get a skillet, put a skillet on the
It take
stove,
about
and fry it up real quick.
it take about 2-3 minutes, bro.
Man,
I
And
I
gotta
you
make a
gotta
sandwich.
toast the bread anyway.
I'm gonna change my answer because I realized I got to be honest. My thought was like, so when you said sandwich, it threw me off. Like I immediately thought about the cliche stuff we talk about. But if we be honest, the answer is peanut butter and jelly, not jelly jam, but because jelly's trash.
Preserves.
Trash. Preservatives. Thank you. That's what I would
That
do.
There you
fact.
go.
So
Are you strawberry preserves?
jam or
Yeah.
preserve?
Wait a minute, hold on. Why is jelly
Jelly-
trash?
Jelly is
What is
trash.
that?
Jelly
Stop
can't spread.
Jelly is trash.
Stop.
Jelly is just
Preserves is with when you a grown up, you
Preservatives.
eat preserves.
Jelly is
I'm
jelly.
26 years old and I still do grape jelly.
Stop.
Go get you some preserves, young
Go
fella.
get you
Orange.
some preserves and
At the
change your
very
life.
least, you should have upgraded to jam by now. Stop it.
Nigga said jelly, bro.
You just also gotta get onion rings from Popeyes.
Hey, Frank, do yourself a
Well,
favor.
with them soggy fries, I don't want them.
Do yourself a favor. Go get you some strawberry preserves.
Yeah,
It's gonna change your entire perspective on peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
It makes it
got
into
the
a
Well,
regular.
okay, so all right. Well, let me say
Once you
this.
prefer-
I
once you
don't really
switch to
eat
yourself,
peanut
it's no
butter and
longer
jelly
strong
sandwiches.
Because that's why you don't eat peanut butter and
Because
jelly
jelly's
sandwiches.
trash. It's too much trouble for you to get spread on there.
It sucks spreading jelly in
That's not
that
why I
shit.
don't
5 minutes
eat
trying to
peanut butter
spread
and
jelly on
You're
a
like
piece of
three
bread.
They just
three
ass.
clumps of jelly like this in random spots.
You out there shredding
You
the
get
This
a
bread.
jelly, you trying to get one big glob and just slap it in the middle, and
You know
you're trying to
it is.
split it with the other bread.
He done shredded the bread to pieces trying to spread the
Mhm.
jelly.
So many holes in your bread trying to spread your jelly. We all been there.
I'm not with this. So that's the whole thing. In my
Y'all
opinion,
ain't doing it right.
once you go from jelly to preserves, it's no longer a struggle sandwich.
Facts.
Are we there? What kind of bread y'all use?
I don't even look at the.
I already told you sub bread, but if it's like regular like loaf bread, I'm always doing wheat. I'll use white bread if I toast it, but if I'm not toasting it, then I do wheat bread.
Yeah, I do honey wheat or I do plain bagels. So my sandwich, I do turkey and I do salami, and I put mayo on the bottom, ketchup on the top. I don't put no
Ketchup?
cheese on my sandwich.
Pause.
With
Wait a
salami?
minute.
Wait a minute. What type of
Salami.
sandwich you making, bro?
Ketchup come from?
Turkey and salami.
Where did ketchup come from in all of this?
Yeah, you throw some ketchup on the top, but you do it in a bagel. So on the bagel, you do a little
Ew.
So
circle.
put ketchup on a bagel?
A bagel
What is wrong with you?
on a plain bagel. When you eat
Hey,
it, you
is that a New York thing?
No,
Is it-
no, it's
What
not.
Is
Let me
this?
tell you, yes.
Hold on. Eating bagel sandwiches is a New York thing.
Yes, bagel sandwiches
ketchup.
are.
I'm
but
talking about ketchup on
no.
a bagel.
Eggs on
Is
it.
that a New York thing?
No.
No, that's a me thing because I like ketchup.
Ketchup is only, and I don't do it, but ketchup.
You put ketchup on
is
everything.
Only acceptable on eggs.
No, you cannot put ketchup on everything.
Yes,
You can put ketchup on everything.
No.
Ketchup and
So you're
syrup
putting
on
ketchup on your
everything.
pancakes?
You could.
It depends on what you eating the pancakes with.
No, because even if I have pancakes and chicken, I'm still using syrup. Like I'm
You
not.
putting ketchup? You can put ketchup on the chicken.
Well,
Same
yes.
deal.
Yes, you can.
You can, but
And it's
I
slamming.
don't. I still have syrup. Like I don't do ketchup.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what the meal is. You
Ketchup.
gotta tell me the whole meal.
Fried
And there's
chicken
gonna be a
is
portion of
crazy.
that meal you can put ketchup on. That's everything.
No, you cannot put ketchup on everything.
Tell me something you can't put ketchup on. Hey,
Ice
food,
cream.
not like a dessert or something weird like that. Don't start talking about something you can't put ketchup on cake or something like that. Like,
So
give me
you're
a
putting,
real.
all right. So you're
Ketchup
putting
and
ketchup
cookies
on
and
green
cream.
bean, on collard greens, green beans. You're putting ketchup on that.
Who eats collard greens by themselves? What are you eating collard greens with?
Not
That had to be by itself. But I'm saying
ketchup.
like you're putting ketchup on that. You're eating ketchup with that.
What are you eating the collard greens with?
I'm eating it with rice and chicken.
some rice gravy.
You can put ketchup on rice.
Can you put on mac and cheese?
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
You can
I
probably
know
put
people
ketchup-
that do,
I've
but
never
I,
Yes,
tried it, but you can probably put a little
absolutely.
ketchup on mac and cheese.
Absolutely. Ketchup and mac and cheese hit. I'm sorry.
What is
See, look,
happening in
look.
this podcast?
I used to drown my mac and cheese in ketchup.
Ketchup.
What?
Telling y'all.
What are we doing here?
I've seen
okay, I got one.
That's
Are you putting ketchup on ramen?
You can. If you're not, if you hold on. Hear me out.
You don't love yourself.
It depends on how you prep your ramen. So some people, so I've seen people that like dry ramen. I've seen people that make the ramen and then they take all the liquid out.
You're supposed to.
You can put ketchup on that.
You're doing it
Or
right.
you-
You're supposed to take most of the liquid out. I'm just saying.
Do y'all put cheese in your
It depends. It depends.
We do what, Slater?
There's just so many different ways to eat ramen, but you can. You
I'm not
can
putting ketchup on my
ramen
ramen.
as well.
No.
I'm not doing
What'd you
that.
say, Slater?
Y'all cheese in your oatmeal?
I don't eat oatmeal.
Cheese.
I do
I,
grits.
mean, I eat oatmeal, but I'm not.
Oatmeal's technically not a whole meal.
Oh,
It's not necessarily.
good.
It's
not meal.
It's a part of a meal. It's more of a side dish. Oatmeal.
I mean,
Bro,
depends on
oatmeal-
how
I really
much
think
you
that C just
have.
has something against breakfast food.
That's just filled. That joint.
Nah, I love breakfast.
I've had a
Breakfast is
lot of
incredible.
struggle meals in my life, so maybe
Really?
y'all never had the cheese and oatmeal.
No, I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite struggle food because it's not really a meal, but one of my
Go to
favorite struggle
struggle
food
meals.
was Vienna sausages. Like
Ooh,
I would come
That's
home from
struggle.
you
school.
definitely put ketchup on that.
Yes,
That's
you could
what
put
made
ketchup
it.
on that. You kind of had to make those taste better. Like I ain't gonna lie, you had to put ketchup.
You get you
on
a can, you
Like-
take the can out, you throw
Yeah.
the sausages in the microwave for a little bit, you take them out, you got a little You put a little guava ketchup next to them, be eating them with a fork like you bougie.
Bro, me growing
But
up,
it's really-
I didn't even know that was like cheap like food. I just thought it was good.
For Vienna sausages, we used to have them in the
I
house all the time.
used to
Vienna
snack
sausages is the shit.
What?
Yeah, those were just there.
My
Yeah.
my favorite, y'all ever had pork and beans with hot dog wieners?
A lot of people had that. Yeah.
Come on, man.
If there's meat in your meal, you can put ketchup on it.
Okay, all right. So, all right, chicken Alfredo. You're putting ketchup on that?
Nah.
Niggas is trying. Niggas is trying. Hey, all
Don't
of
even
you.
lie.
Don't
even
even lie. You try.
The whole thing is, I haven't tried it, but that doesn't mean you can't.
Would you put
No.
ketchup on your steak?
You can.
No, I'm not asking what you can do. You can do anything in life.
It'll taste good.
That's usually
you-
a
I'm just not as far as steak goes because
Oh,
I'm a
I got a perfect one. Are you putting ketchup on cereal?
what?
nigga.
He
That's
said
not
you
a.
can put ketchup on everything. He said you can put ketchup on everything. His
I
words.
just finished saying it's a so. All right,
No,
so
you
here-
said I couldn't list a dessert.
cereal actually
is not
isn't
a
a meal
dessert,
as well.
but it's not a dessert.
Cereal is
Your
actually
only
just a
stipulation
side
was
dish.
that I could not list a dessert. So
Right,
I'm
so
asking you, are you
right,
putting ketchup on cereal?
right. So what I'm telling you is cereal is not actually a meal. Cereal is a side dish of breakfast.
That's true. Them commercials do.
A
say
lot of
part
stuff that we were
Eating
listing with
cereal
side
as a meal
dishes.
is eating cereal as a meal is
Macaroni's a side dish, and we listed that.
Yeah, but well, you can put it on
Greens
that.
are a side dish, and I listed that.
Huh?
I said greens are a side dish, and I
He
listed
did
that.
ask you what you eating that with, though.
All right, so you're eating cereal with, I don't know. What do people normally eat cereal
Yeah,
with?
you can
I
put
just eat like
ketchup on
3
it.
bowls. I eat 3 bowls of cereal. That's my
I
meal.
don't think cereal's really a side dish, though, to be honest.
It's a side dish, bro.
Because
That's why in
once
the
you drink that, like once you drink milk, you're not really trying to.
In the commercials, the only thing they have next to cereal is like toast and an orange slice. Like
But
that's
this
Bowls
is
of-
part of a balanced breakfast. It does say that.
Hold on, let me.
It does.
While y'all talking about this, give me a second.
It does say part of a balanced breakfast. I'm
Don't
not
come here with
putting
no
on
ketchup
shit.
and like on cereal or some
this
shit.
man
I
got
don't-
everything in his garage. Though.
I use ketchup on some fries and maybe some
I like ketchup, so
nugs.
I'm not putting ketchup on
just-
tacos.
Why would you?
tacos.
He said
Who puts
you can
ketchup
put
on
ketchup
tacos?
on everything.
I guess you could though.
I am listing all these things. that
Especially
I'm
You
if
not
got like
just
a
putting
get-
chicken
ketchup on.
taco, like
Especially
maybe,
right. Maybe if it was just the meat and
Like, yeah.
you probably could.
If chicken's around, then I'm with it. But other than
Yeah.
that, I'm cool.
You absolutely probably could. I'm not. I wouldn't, but you probably.
I'm not
could.
putting.
So he putting ketchup. Well, okay. Wait, wasn't C the one that says he put ketchup on his spaghetti?
Nah, he gonna have to fight me. nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Hang on, because I know I've had that conversation.
See them
C, were you the one that said that you put ketchup on your spaghetti?
You can.
Get him out of here, coach. Remove him.
I'm Haitian, bro. You can put ketchup on spaghetti.
I'm out of here.
I don't
You
think
ain't-
that's a
you ain't
qualifier.
had-
Bench
You ain't
that.
had spaghetti till you had spaghetti with ketchup on it. If you,
Yeah,
You're
I
tripping.
have.
I have.
I don't-
And
I
I don't
don't
continue to have it without
Without
ketchup.
with some fucking sliced onion and some fucking hot dogs in it.
I don't.
The onions and hot dogs and spaghetti is fine. Like,
Already, you put
Eat some
Everclear
Haitian
in my
spaghetti, and then that shit gonna change your life.
but I'm not putting
spaghetti? That's
ketchup.
Haitian spaghetti.
What I went ahead and did was I went and grabbed a box of the greatest cereal on the planet real quick.
I mean,
That's
that's
number
debatable.
2 all time.
That's debatable, but
It's
No, it's
definitely in the
debatable.
top 3.
I see
100% in the
everybody
top
start
3.
perking up.
it's
when
in
you
the
look up.
conversation.
And I bring this up because when you look at the serving size says 1 cup.
It does, which is nothing.
You eating one cup
This
of
is
cereal.
nothing. Why? Because
That's
it's a
why it's-
side dish.
Okay,
is.
so if we're
I'm not
having
arguing
multiple
that. It
cups,
is.
then we're having
We
multiple
already-
servings.
We agree with that, though.
I do agree with that because it's part of a balanced breakfast.
Right. It's part of
Don't
it
just
that's
go by itself.
supposed to
You can get
be.
some eggs.
But I also said that I
Cereal.
eat like 2-3 bowls of cereal whenever I eat
We
cereal.
get
all
back to
do.
the
We
cinnamon
pour
toast
X,
crunch,
we pour X
greatest
amount
I
of
cereal
was
milk.
all
just about
time.
to.
And you
Yep,
just
I
keep
was
pouring
just
cereal
about
to
to
the
go
milk.
there.
We all do that.
Back to that conversation.
Let's back up the truck a little bit and get back to this cinnamon
First of all,
crunch.
an
greatest of all
off-brand
time.
cereal is in the top 3, so we'll
Oh.
go ahead and start
Oh.
there.
Oh, boy.
An off-brand is in the
No way.
top 3.
Tutti Frutti,
No
baby.
way. No way.
Y'all ain't never fucked with King Vitamin?
What are we? What?
Nigga,
What is that?
You wanna talk about off-brand cereal?
Bruh, that is
At
an
least they-
off-brand cereal.
That is a no-brand cereal.
That's what I'm saying.
That is a do not eat cereal, please.
At least they've seen what I'm talking
Hey,
about in the store.
Mine, I what I'm gonna bring to the table is not of popular opinion at all.
It might be.
It
He
might
about to
be,
say Raisin
but-
Bran.
But you said like cookie crisp or some shit.
Raisin Bran Crunch,
Chris,
bro.
See, I knew that's what he was about to say.
Raisin
Raisin
Bran
Bran Crunch.
Come
Been
on,
hanging
man.
out with
Raisin
Reed
Bran
too
It's
much.
good.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Raisin
No,
Bran Crunch is actually.
that's your number one.
I mean, I don't know if it's my number one, but for me, it's like my favorite. So I don't.
Then it's your number one.
I mean, it's an easy go-to for me. I'll
Hey,
say
Courtney,
that.
come
Like,
with the titties.
I don't.
Nah, baby.
I don't think like I got like to me mine are like weird. So it's like I got
That nigga look like,
I
Michael with the hoop earrings.
like I like.
Give me your top three. Give me your top three.
All right.
I don't even know if I have a top
like,
three.
Raisin
We're about
Bran
to-
Crunch.
Cause like I love
Definitely in there.
like I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I actually like Corn Pops. I ain't
to
gonna
me,
lie.
I don't like cereals that get soggy.
Corn Pops
too
are fire.
fast.
I ain't gonna lie.
Corn Pops.
Corn pops are definitely fire.
Not
I'm with
since they
Corn
changed
Pops.
the
And I
recipe.
and even though everyone says they tear
Okay.
up the roof of your mouth, I love Captain Crunch berries. Like and not
Oh,
all
that's
berries.
that's
Captain
my
Crunch
one.
Crunch
By the
berries.
way, That's my number one. I forgot. Anything Captain Crunch.
See, Ree, I know I
berries.
liked you.
Captain Crunch berries, number one. Easy.
My
Now,
wife eats
now
that
for me,
crunch.
anything that's an honorable mention is anything that has marshmallows in it because I
Ooh,
just
facts.
love marshmallows. So that's anything
No
honorable
one's named
mention.
the goat cereal yet, so all right, cool.
What's that? Lucky
I-
Charms?
He's
Fruity
about to say,
Pebbles.
what's some smacks? That's what you about to say is the goat
like,
cereal?
Nah. I'm messing with.
Pebbles.
I'm a
Fruity Pebbles is lit though. I ain't gonna lie.
Fruity
But
Pebbles
Fruity
is
Pebbles
the
suck when you get
best
to the
cereal.
bottom of the bowl and you're chasing them around.
Nah,
Like
that's
that's
when you
the
fill
only
it up.
part of Fruity Pebbles I
That's
don't
when you
like.
fill it
That's when you
That's when you fill
refill
it
it.
back
Or
up.
you be a grown ass man and drink it out the bowl.
Facts.
That's what you need to do.
I
Stop
drink-
chasing the cereal around.
I mess with Rice Krispies heavy.
Krispies?
Right.
I
Rice
used to. I haven't had it as a
Krispies.
cereal in a
Snap, crackle,
while.
pop.
No one
head
eats it
ass.
as a
Gotta
cereal.
get the right ratio of cereal to milk in there though.
Yeah,
No,
no
Rice
cereal.
Krispie
Because the
And
Rice
sugar.
Krispies
Rice
absorb the
Krispies.
milk really quickly.
Oh. No
But you
one
get a
eats
nice
Rice
to where you get a little
I
scoop
don't-
and it's
I
like
want to say
it's
it's
like,
been like 10 years since I had Rice Krispie as a
Yeah?
cereal.
I don't
As
like
a cereal? Never
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't
like
like
10
cereal
years.
that gets soggy too fast. So that's my
I
problem.
rock with Rice
Fruity
Krispies.
Pebbles.
Which is why like some of them cereals have fallen off for me, like a Frosted Flakes. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Them
I
joints
was
get
never a
soggy
Frosted
too
Flakes
fast,
fan.
bruh. So it's like I don't need like that's why I like the Raisin Bran Crunch. The joint it don't get soggy fast. I like that. Captain Crunch, like and the Crunch Berries, Captain Crunch Berries. That joint does not get soggy fast at all. You can get through a whole bowl and still be getting crunch at the end. Like,
Mhm.
yo, let me get that all day, every day. Like
To
I said,
be
that's probably
honest,
easily my number one,
The most cereal I've ever ate is Honey Nut Cheerios, though.
bro.
Like I've eaten that so
Honey
much.
Nut
Like when you
Honey Nut
get
Cheerios is very good nostalgia cereal.
sometimes-
Like if I don't want it
sometimes
all the
that honey
time,
be
It still
hitting like
holds up.
yeah. But like when you
sometimes
have
that
it every
honey-
now and then, it's good.
I had the
I
honey
be feel like
nut
I-
joints recently. Man,
I catch a
Man.
good batch of Honey Nut Cheerios every now and then. I'm like, damn, these.
Now I will say the Honey Nut Cheerios is the best dried cereal. Like you pour in like a Ziploc
Mm.
bag and like eat it, straight out. Like that.
Yes, I'll eat the whole
yeah.
box like that.
yeah,
Just
you
digging in the
absolutely
box. Me ain't no.
Mhm.
And I don't know if y'all rock with these right here.
What is you?
What
on?
is
Why
this?
Yo, those are
food
good
next to
though.
you?
They're like really salty, but they're so good, yo.
You just putting out snacks and stuff. I mean, I
I'm not
guess.
mad with salt
maybe.
family
We
size.
There you go. Oh, that's the joints right
Hey,
there.
throw me one of
Them the
them.
joints right.
Action you should ever see.
I eat about 4 of
Airheads.
those in a sitting right there. What's that right there?
I was never really into Sour
Candy,
Patch
that's the best
Kids.
candy ever.
That's one of the most underrated chocolates ever, right here.
My wife do the sweet and sour stuff. I don't really rock with the sweet
Sour
like
Patch
that.
Kids
Just,
We're
is the
Bunch of
best
fat
candy
asses.
ever. Period.
Huh?
Period.
I'll be like, yo, give me one.
Who?
Sour Patch Kids, best candy ever.
Stop.
Period.
Stop it.
Oh,
Period.
they're good, but they're not the best ever.
That's not even top
Best-
10.
I'm
Not even
sorry.
top
Don't
10.
do that.
Wow.
Don't do that. You're just
You're not top
that's
10.
just,
Disrespectful.
that's just
Yeah, I was
They're
about
not
to say, they
top
are
10.
most definitely top 10, but they're not the
They're
best.
not top
ever.
10 candies. I can name 10 candies better than that.
You can name 10
absolutely
candies better than
cannot.
Sour Patch Kids.
No,
Yeah.
there are not 10 candies
No.
better than Sour Patch.
I want to
ahead,
hear
bro.
this. What are the 10 candies better than Sour
Yeah.
Patch Kids?
Y'all are not gonna like my answers.
because
at
then they're gonna be
all.
wrong.
We already don't like
No,
it because
that-
you don't have Sour Patch Kids in your top
All
10.
right, so
Right.
out the gate, they can't be gummy anything.
Well, first of all, let me start by saying this nigga eats pickled pig lips, so his
Man, hold on,
opinion's
hold on,
gonna be
we
a
not-
bit skewed.
we not doing this. Pig lips are probably one of the best snacks of all
Did
time.
you say pig lips?
Yeah.
Y'all never had a pig lip? Y'all never had a pig lip?
Yeah,
You forced me against my will with a gun.
I live in the north.
That's that southern shit.
I don't know
I'm,
nothing
yeah, I was about to say,
about
I'm
that.
from the South. I've had it before.
I don't know nothing
I'm about
about
to
that.
say y'all. more
Wait,
say
hey,
that.
Aaron, let me ask you this. Would you rather that over a pork rind?
Yes, pig lips.
I could do pork.
Really?
Every time. Pig lips. I would eat I can eat a big bucket of pig lips right now. Easily.
Southern
Pig lips,
shit.
man. You never been to the Candy Lady with 50 Cent had to get a bag of chips and a pig lip.
Bro, I'm picking pork rinds or boiled
like
peanuts
that.
before I pick pig lips.
Boiled peanuts.
Yes,
Boiled peanuts.
yes, boiled peanuts are fire.
Man, you can get you a pig lip and a hot pickle from the Candy Lady, man.
Yo, I just had boiled peanuts for the first
Anyway,
time.
but-
That shit was kind of
but-
For
slamming.
the first time in
Yeah.
your
Come on.
life,
I just had them maybe like a month or so ago. But I'm
Hey,
gonna tell you this.
they're fire, aren't they? They're fire.
How much work it was to eat them shits though.
it don't matter. They're still good.
You're
Yeah,
not
but, I mean, as you've been
tearing
eating for a long time, it's not as much work as you think it is.
And it's another thing you can't eat in the car.
Yeah, you can.
Mm.
Oh, okay. You're not experienced with them. That's the thing. Because my dad and I, we'll take them over.
Man,
That's
a
our road
professional
trip.
boiled
food.
peanut eater.
Like we'll have like an empty styrofoam cup in the cup holder, and that's where we'll put the
Wow.
shells. And that's it.
Yeah, but you don't want to pick out the wrong cup by accident.
But as I was killing Sour Patch Kids, the best Sour Patch is probably in my top 5, honestly. It's the watermelon.
I'm not gonna argue.
Watermelon's not even the
Sour
best
Patch is fire.
candy flavor.
Yes, it is.
No,
It's the
not.
best Sour Patch by far.
No, it is not.
It's an
it's
excellent.
by a
Sour
It's
lot.
Patch.
always blue raspberry. Blue raspberry is always the best
I've
candy.
never
flavor.
eaten anything where watermelon was better than strawberry.
I'm not saying it's the flavor. I mean the Sour Patch like water, like the whole pack. It's just that
Oh,
watermelon.
okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Sour
it is.
Patch watermelon is fire. I'm
I
Yeah,
heard
not,
it's
not like
good.
the
I never
watermelon
eaten it.
flavor. Yeah, I'm not. Watermelon flavors usually suck. Like
yes,
Y'all know.
usually trash.
yeah, like
Yes.
that.
Sour Patch one is fire. Yes.
Sour Patch.
I usually
but
hate
Sour
watermelon.
Patch Kids. It's not even better than Twizzlers, honestly.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Fucking garbage.
Oh, wait, no, wait. My bad. I misheard you. I agree with you. I would pick Twizzlers over Sour Patch Kids.
No.
Thank you.
Crack.
Thank you.
Yes.
No.
Thank you. And candy
Twizzlers are
corn.
good,
I
but
say Twizzlers. Okay,
Okay, you
that's
just
the
do
one.
candy
but I'm
corn
not
and
gonna
just
throw
take
no
it
candy
over
corn
Sour
in there.
Patch.
Nah, candy corn is fire.
Candy
Don't
corn.
do
Candy
that.
corn is good.
Thank you.
Candy corn is
Candy
good when you
corn
had
is
like
good.
10 of them. Once you get to
Candy
10,
corn.
that's it.
That's fair.
You can
I would
have
eat
no
the-
more.
I would eat the black jelly beans over Sour Patch Kids.
Stop it.
So here's the qualifier. You can't put
See, now
candy corn in
now
your-
he
you can't
started
put candy corn
trolling.
in your top 10 candies unless you do meth.
Call me.
All right,
That's the
it's time
only
to
way
wrap
you
up
like
this
your candy
podcast.
corn that much.
I
I
got
don't know
work
how
in the
you-
morning. We gotta wrap this up. This man started talking
The
about
only way
meth.
you like candy
Mm-mm.
corn if you do meth.
Candy corn, Twizzlers. And Mamas,
corn.
'cause, you know.
You gotta have Skittles in there. Skittles in the
Skittles
top 10.
is
Skittles make my teeth
absolutely
hurt now, so like I can't
top
even.
tier.
Skittles is the reason I
Skittles
don't
is
have
elite.
teeth in my mouth. So I can't
Skittles
really,
and Sour Patch Kids are
I can't put
undefeated.
Skittles in anything.
Now,
That's
me
top
personally, a lot of people don't
Big
like them, but
serious.
I love Swedish Fish, so I'm throwing
Man,
Swedish
that's
Fish in
that's
my
top
top
5
10.
too. That's
I-
top.
Smurfs above sweetest fish.
Who?
Say
Fuck
what?
with it.
Smurfs.
Ooh, the Haribo
Okay, all right.
Haribo Smurfs.
Oh wait,
Those
gummy bears.
suck.
We forgot about gummy bears.
gummy bears.
Bro,
are
the
absolutely
marble
in
pack, whatever the hell is the gold pack. Oh my god.
there. Absolutely.
And
Best
Airheads.
Just gummy bears with crack on them.
Bro, have you ever got an airhead? You gotta like shake it to the end. You get like that big. That's
Yep.
the best. The blue one. Oh my god.
I told you blue raspberry is the best candy flavor.
Yo, Airheads are up there too.
Yeah,
Airheads.
Strawberry by
I
a
agree,
long
I
shot.
Top
agree
five,
with,
probably easy.
I agree with you with the blue raspberry.
It
being
is
the best
absolutely
candy
Sour
flavor.
Patch Kids, Gummy Bears, Skittles, Airheads.
I can't.
And I
Skittles
swore I
is-
had a 5 in
Skittles
there,
bring
but-
me like such bad memories. At the
So what's
distance.
everybody's view
Can't
of
name 10.
Starburst then?
The pink Starburst is number one.
I just-
well,
I'm
I
talking
take
about-
no, I take that
as
back.
an entirety, not.
I'm not going
individually.
to
We're not
Starburst.
Oh, see,
yeah.
here's my thing with Starburst. I only
Starburst.
like the pink and the red. That's it.
So you would just get the red.
And the
pack.
pink is strawberry.
It's
The
a.
all
You know, it's
reds.
a. It's a.
No,
it's a red
no.
pack.
See, the pink is pink and the red is red. We don't go
Nah.
by flavor names over here.
Starburst got flavors though.
We got colors over here.
Especially the
Nah, it
like the
got that
tropical
pink.
and all that other shit.
It's definitely strawberry.
Starburst is not
I
like
just
a
had
good.
a-
Starburst is a joint. Starburst is
He's
a
got to
candy
get
that
his
you.
credit.
Starburst
a
is only
candy-
good when someone else takes it out and you want one.
Yes, Starburst.
Yeah.
I was just ready to say something similar to that. Starburst is good. Like Starburst,
not
you don't
eating
go
that.
checking for it, but if somebody offers you one, you be like, "Yeah, I'll take one."
Right.
Like, but you're not checking for it. It's
know,
not your
really.
first choice.
Starburst is a
I don't
good.
know.
Can I get a piece candy?
Yep. Yeah. Let me get
Because
one.
it took me like a week to eat the pack of Starbursts I got. That's how you know. Just eat
Because
2 or
the
3 at a
original
time.
pack is not the best pack. The best pack is like the tropical joint.
Because even like in school, like if you saw someone with a pack of Starbursts, you'd be like, "Hey man, let me get one." Like, nah, man, I ain't giving you none. But if you ask 2 more times, they're gonna give you a Starburst.
And they be like, "You ain't getting none of my pinks."
Right.
Right.
You ain't getting
That's
none of
why.
my
That's
pinks.
why the
When
better
you ask
one
somebody for some
Take the
Starburst,
yellow.
they're gonna give you a green one. Is what they're gonna do, or a yellow one.
or
They
yellow.
gonna
They gonna give you a
or
yellow
orange.
one.
You
Like,
get a
here you
yellow
go.
or
Hey, I'll
orange.
actually the orange one's not bad.
Yeah,
Orange not bad. Yellow
Orange
is trash.
is my favorite.
You not getting the
So-
pink at all.
I'll
Yellow
get
is
them
trash.
yellows.
You know you're
away
not getting
all
a
day.
pink.
Oh
or
yeah,
red.
I'll give all the yellow ones away off rip.
Facts.
Mhm.
So what's
You
up
know-
with what about Laffy Taffy?
I'm
Some people
not
like
I'm not a Laffy Taffy guy.
That's all right.
I
mean,
I hate it. The thing I hate about Laffy Taffy is like when they were not
Girl,
like
shake that
perfect,
Laffy
you can't
Taffy.
even open them, bro. It be stuck
Yeah.
there.
facts.
Especially because you
Like,
be eating them at track meets and shit.
Yeah, like it be hot and then they melt it
Yeah.
all. Oh man, look. If
You be
it's not a
definitely
clean
Laffy
rip,
Taffy at track
Laffy,
meets.
Laffy
you're trying
Taffy
to
is
suck off the
cool,
paper. Like,
but
come on.
once you have an airhead, you don't need Laffy
Yeah.
Taffy.
I've
Right,
never
exactly.
had an airhead give me that much trouble to like eat. Like, come on. And they jokes don't be
Mhm.
funny.
And this is a real fat podcast.
Shout out to Nerds. Nerds is fire too.
I was never a
I'm
big
cool
Nerds
with
fan.
Nerds. I'm cool
Mm.
with it. It ain't.
I'm cool with nerds. I ain't got no beef with nerds.
Yeah, they can get a
Well, how we forget about Gushers?
easily
Ooh,
because they're fruit snacks. They're not
because
candy.
yeah, fruit snacks. Yeah, it's
They're
fruit
not-
snacks.
they're
It's
not
like fruit
candy.
roll up
Yeah, like,
area type.
Bro, I don't know what they call what Mott's. It's like a light bluish thing. Oh my god, them fruit snacks so cold.
yeah, fruit snacks is
making
a
me
whole
hungry now.
different category.
Oh, now
Okay.
Welch's
By
got the
itself.
best fruit snacks. We all know
No.
that.
New.
Most.
New.
I mean,
Who's better than Welch's? And I'm talking about like the variety Welch's. I'm not talking about the specific.
Welch's
like,
definitely
all
got
berries
the
and-
best fruit snacks.
well, it's just fruit snacks. It's
By a
fine.
long shot.
I'm trying to think. Like I'm like, it's hard. Like you got to think about it too. If you got to think
The
about it,
Scooby Doo
hard.
fruit snacks.
Ooh,
Hey, Scooby-Doo fire.
Need to go.
I ain't gonna lie.
Need to go
Scooby
get
Doo
some
fruit
Mott's.
snacks better than them.
That's
Get
what
the
I was thinking
blue-
about.
The blue box of
Yeah, the
Mott's
blue box of
will
Moss is the
change
best.
Your
Mott's.
life. You'll eat the whole
I
box.
think
Nah,
I
them-
should Louisiana.
Don't
The
beat me.
Welch's, when you get like, what's it called? Like mixed fruit or mixed
Yeah,
berry
the
or
mixed
something
fruit.
like that.
Welch's. I'm
Yeah.
cool on.
Oh my gosh.
Once
Yeah.
That's some
once I ate
shit like you
Mott's,
sit
I've
somewhere,
never
you
went.
got your feet dangling, you start kicking your feet, eating them shits.
Jesus.
You sitting like,
Ah.
them shit
Well-
is good.
We have natively come to a point in this podcast where we have covered a wide range of things here.
Sports gaming and anonymous.
This is
A
what
lot of
happens.
food.
Anonymous.
Sports-
we,
Sports,
you know,
gaming,
we-
food. It turned into today.
We got a big squad here, and we kind of covered a lot of things. We were all
Hey,
over the
just
place.
let me say
Sports
this, Reed.
gaming.
Man, is glad, or I'm glad to have the squad back because Reed and I've been holding it down for these last 2
Man, you about
weeks.
to get
And,
emotional out here. Shut up.
All
man, we got we got the squad back.
Who's holding it down, all the way down?
My
This
Kobe
man-
beats.
Beats.
I was
Kobe.
on load management.
Oh,
These are-
okay, Kawhi.
He was
A
on
lot
load
of-
management.
I was on FMLA.
I was on OnlyFans.
All right.
Yeah,
And
man.
before I close it out, I just want to give a big shout out to Astro fucking headphones, because I don't know when they became the staple and kicked Turtle Beach to the side.
I thought we were giving another shout out to Dev.
But I remember when
Free
Turtle
Dev.
Beaches. I remember when hashtag free dev. I remember when Turtle Beaches were the king of headphones. Like, oh yeah,
Correct.
get your beaches, and then I there was a point where Astro came in and swooped in and just took over the market. You don't
Easily.
even hear about beaches no more. It's just Astro.
Mm-mm.
Like,
That's
As
a
I'm
fact.
wearing Turtle Beaches right now.
I mean, I see you got your beaches on. That's cool.
Mhm.
I've had these for a while,
My
so-
headphones are Turtle Beach too.
Yeah, but when you go to make your next upgrade, I guarantee you won't be looking for beaches.
Yeah, I probably won't. The only reason I got
At
these
all.
is because they were on sale anyway.
That's
Correct.
usually what
When I
most
got
Correct.
people
mine,
do.
that's how I got my
Right.
Turtle Beach.
These Astros, boy. These are the most comfortable headphones.
All right, but
That
that's
you
what I'm talking
will
about them
ever
because they
wear.
ain't
Hold on in my
sponsoring
life.
this podcast. They ain't paying
Yeah,
us.
pay us.
They're
Yeah.
not sponsoring shit, but damn, I gotta say, and all the more reason why I trust my opinion on this, because they ain't giving us no money. These headphones, I forgot I had them on if I didn't know I had them on. Like,
Yeah,
Who
bro.
knows? We might have a coupon code next week or something.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
If we do, we blew up.
Facts. Overnight. We went
Right.
viral and we didn't know. But this is where we're going to come to an end here. So we appreciate y'all. As always, again, we got things coming. We got more podcasts coming. You know, whether it be Flash and Dash, we got In the Cut, Old School Gamers. We got unnamed podcasts that are coming. We are all over the map. So
that's the
you
name
can
of our
find
podcast?
us. Yeah,
Yeah, In the
officially.
Cut.
Y'all been tagged already. That's it. Y'all are,
That's what the
Y'all
group
have
came
been
up with.
Just keep pulling
I
at the
didn't-
unnamed podcast.
y'all have been trademarked, but you can change it to whatever you want. Potentially.
When's finna get cut? That's what's
It-
finna be.
It can be whatever it is. It can be whatever the hell you want.
The Eagles fans on the podcast for that one.
Correct. So, again, we appreciate y'all. Like I said, we got stuff coming. We've got stuff in the works. So keep checking us out, Dre, and let them know where they can find us on, I guess, social media.
All right, so
Kobe Bryant is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Thank you. We needed that.
So you've probably watched us in our episodes before. So if you're on YouTube, you know, just go to the About tab and we've got our Instagram and Twitter link on there. But if you're not watching us on YouTube or if you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple, whatever, you can follow us on Twitter at Sports Games Anon. You can follow us on Instagram at Sports Gaming Anonymous. Join the Facebook group. Wow. Join the Facebook group at Sports Gaming Anonymous. And we all Twitch on our own individual Twitch channels. We also stream on YouTube. We've got that going now. So we've got some YouTube live streaming going on.
Yep.
So just go in and check the catalog, see what we've got on there. Please stay tuned to the end of all videos, so that way you can click on maybe a playlist that might pop up that interests you, or a best video that best fits your interests and things like that. So always stick around to the end of the videos for whatever pops up and things like that. But that's where you can check all of us out at.
Appreciate that, sir. So like I said, you guys go check us out, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Somebody tells me that I have to say those things. So
you can put them there when I point to it.
Like. Correct. Do all that. And like I said, we're playing games.
Lord,
we're
that's
out
a lot
here.
of editing.
We're playing. We're out here.
That's what we're paying you for, bro.
Right.
Where's my paycheck then?
Yikes. Oh my goodness.
COVID.
Yikes. Oh man. Logistics. But yeah, we're out here. Check us out. We're out playing games. We're on Titanfall 2. We got
SGA theme song dropping soon too.
Facts. We got people on Call of Duty. Modern Warfare. We got people. We got hot shot racing. Check us out on that because we on there. Dash and Slager out here taking L's.
Not me.
It's Dre was scared to get on.
But everybody got off when I got on.
I'm just saying, look out for that because we'll have buco gameplay from that, and I'm sure we're gonna have some gameplay coming forward. I mentioned this before from Among Us. Check that game out because that's real popular right now. Download it on Android, iOS, Windows, all that stuff. But that's it. Appreciate y'all checking us out. C, Dre, Dash, Sladro, the squad back in the building. And that has been this week's edition of Sports Gaming Anonymous. Appreciate y'all. Peace out.
Deuces.
Thank you.